Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to today's education-based IHSAA varsity football game tonight. Radio coverage is made possible through audiosportsonline.net. That's ASO, that's Rob Kendall. Rob Kendall from the Kendall and Casey Show. Weekday mornings 9 to noon on 93.1 FM or go to WIBC.com. Tonight's game going to feature the Central Catholic Knights as they travel. Right here, Tipton Blue Devils going to host the Knights tonight, Larry.
Yeah, we're getting started a little late with the senior night here at Tipton. Only 3 home games this year, and I had totally forgotten, AJ, that tonight was senior night, so we weren't able to get to a coaches interviews. But we'll do our best from now on in.
We'll do that, and we'll mention a little bit about each school. We'll talk about first the Central Catholic Knights. We'll mention Lafayette Central Catholic Knights. They were founded in 1956. They have a school enrollment of 308. They're Class 2A, Sectional 34. And there are 8 in their sectional. And they are Southmont, Western Boone, Seeger, Lewis Cats, Delphi, LCC, North Putnam, and North Montgomery. North Montgomery happens to be the home school of a coach, and you know who that is.
Steve Stern. My son played for him a few years back at Hamilton Heights in the mid-2000s, and a great coach, and I'm sure, wherever he goes, he's going to be successful.
And Brett Stoker. Yeah, absolutely, Brett Stoker. So we'll mention the principal at LCC is Dan Charlabus. Try to get that pronunciation right. Athletic director is Tim Bourdonnais. The assistant AD is Charlie Roberts. The athletic trainer is Sarah Igo. We'll mention Lafayette Central Catholic High School is located just the 2410 South 9th Street, Lafayette, Indiana, 47909. You can reach them by telephone at 765-474-2496. And on the web, it's lccathletics.com. And they do wear the collars, blue and white, and they are in the Hoosier Conference. Hoosier Conference made up of 9 teams. And I will mention they have a big school division. Big school division is the Western Panthers. They are 2 wins, no losses in the division. They're 5-1 overall. Logansport Berries 1-1, 5-1. Hamilton Heights, they're 1-1, 2-4. Twin Lakes Indians, they're 0-1, 5-1. And West Lafayette Red Devils 0-1, 2-4. And we'll mention this small school division as the Tipton Blue Devils, Rensselaer Central Bombers, Benton Central Bison, and the Central Catholic Knights. Tipton Blue Devils are currently 1-0 in the small school division. They are 3-3 overall. Rensselaer Central Bombers are 1-1 in the Hoosier Conference small school division. They're 4-2 overall. Benton Central Bison, they're 0-0 in the division. They are 0-6 overall. Central Catholic Knights, they're 0-1. They're 1-5 overall. We'll mention Central Catholic Knights. Their head coach is 1-5. That is on a season. That's Coach Brian Ney. Coach Brian Ney, we'll mention 61-33, working in year number 8. We'll mention Coach Ney having a good career. Got to mention that. Coach Ney, no losing seasons whatsoever. He's working on them right now. I just mentioned right now, Coach is went to Mooresville High School. He's a 2001 graduate. He coached, I guess, right there at Decatur Central. He was actually the OC over there. He's the offensive coordinator, and he called the plays over there, and he made it over Central Catholic. And say what, when they took over behind him, that was because he was in front of them. That's what's happening over there. College, Franklin College, 2006 graduate. He's a receiver. We'll mention the next game on the agenda. Friday, October 10th, 7 p.m., Benton Central Bison and the Central Catholic Knights. And here's Larry with the Tipton Blue Devils.
Thanks, AJ. Tipton Blue Devils, founded in 1962, have an enrollment of 454. They are a 2A school, sectional 36. There's 8 teams in that sectional. Currently 3-0, Eastbrook Panthers 3-0 in the sectional and 6-0 overall. Rochester Zebras 1-1 against, or 1-0, I'm sorry, on sectional opponents, 5-1 overall. Tipton Blue Devils 3-3 overall. Alexandria Tigers 4-2. Elwood Panthers 2-4. Eastern Comets 5-1. Wabash Apaches 1-5. And Blackford Bruins 0-6. Principal at Tipton is Mr. Craig Leach, AD Colin Quinn, and athletics trainer Burke Emmert. Tipton High School is located at 619 South Main Street, Tipton, Indiana, 46072. You can reach them at 765-675-7431 or follow them at tiptonathletics.com. They wear the blue and white. Tonight's Hoosier Conference matchup, Tipton versus Lafayette Central Catholic. Since becoming opponents in 2011, there's 18 meetings. LCC leads the series 11-7. Since 2007, Tipton leads 6-4. Again, Tipton currently 3-3 on the season. Coach Aaron Toll, in his 21st year at Tipton, 146-89 is his record. Went to high school, Tipton High School, graduated in 1990, attended and graduated from Indiana University in 1995. Next up on their schedule, Friday, October the 10th at 7 p.m., Tipton Blue Devils will be down the road, State Road 19 at the Hamilton Heights Huskies. Here's AJ.
Hey, thanks, Larry. I tell you what, Larry, we'll see, we got just a little bit of time here. We'll go ahead and mention what happened, what took place last week in the Hoosier Conference. You want to list those?
Absolutely. Hoosier Conference last week, again, week 6, September 26th, final scores. It was a homecoming game for Hamilton Heights. They won that game 22 over Logansport 14. That was Logansport Berry's first loss on the season. At Heritage High School, the Heritage Patriots were victorious late in the game, 30 to Tipton Blue Devils 20. At Rensselaer Central Bombers 40, Central Catholic Knights 7. At Benton Central, Twin Lakes Indians won that game 75-6 over the Benton Central Bison. West Lafayette Panthers 34, Western Panthers 34, West Lafayette Red Devils 20. Hoosier Conference games tonight, Friday, October 3rd, week 7. There are 4 7 o'clock games and 1 7:30 game. Hamilton Heights will be at Twin Lakes Indians. At 7:30, Rensselaer Central Bombers will be at Benton Central Bison. Also at 7 o'clock, West Lafayette Red Devils at Logansport Berries. That ought to be a great game. Western Panthers in a non-conference game against the Tippecanoe Valley Vikings, and the Central Catholic Knights here at the Tipton Blue Devils.
Hey, thanks, Larry. Appreciate that. So while Larry was getting ready to, actually both teams have gone into the locker room, and right over that makeshift locker room, you tell me it's pretty nice for the visiting team.
Yeah, not too bad. We used it one year for the middle school when they were redoing our gym and locker room facilities here at Tipton, so pretty nice facility.
So they're playing the music right there. We're going to observe the band over there. They're going to walk across the surface there. We'll probably have the national anthem here shortly. And we'll mention this game is in part being brought to you by Jim Dandy Restaurant. Jim Dandy Restaurant, 203 West Jefferson Street, Tipton, Indiana. They have dine-in, carry-out. You can reach them by phone at 765-675-7199. They have comfort food, American comfort food. They have breakfast all day since 1964. They have good food, good friends, and good times. They're back in the Blue Devils since the very beginning. We'll mention Dairy Queen. Grill and Chill, it's just across town, also owned by the Reasoner family. It's 800 East Jefferson Street, Tipton. You can dine there from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. They offer dine-in and carry-out. They have drive-through and outdoor seating. So Dairy Queen and Jim Dandy Restaurant. And also bringing this game to you tonight is Rutledge Well Drilling. Rutledge Well Drilling and Pump Service Incorporated. When you think of water, think of Rutledge Well Drilling. Pumps, sales, service, water conditioning, water softeners, iron filters, and trenching. You can call Rutledge Well Drilling and Pump Service Incorporated. We'll mention that's 765-292-2315. And or you can visit them on their website, RutledgeWellDrilling.com. Licensed, insured, honest, dependable, and always professional. That's Mike, Nathan, and Levi Rutledge. Mike is still the main drip. And I will also mention this game tonight is being in part brought to you by Ranger Roofing. If your roof, let's say that again, is your roof ready for game day? At Ranger Roofing and Exteriors, they know the best offense is a strong defense. Starting with your roof, from repairs to full replacements, siding to gutters, they've got your home covered, literally. That's Ranger Roofing and Exteriors, locally owned and operated by Jordan Beck. Jordan Beck, his team plays hard and works harder and doesn't stop till the job gets done right. Mention this ad and score $500 off your new roof install. That's Ranger Roofing, protecting your first line of defense. That's Ranger Roofing and Exteriors. You can call them at 317-361-7858. That's Ranger Roofing and Exteriors.com. To get your free estimates, you can email them, Ranger Roofing and Exteriors.com. We have our national anthem. We're going to stand at attention. That's our national anthem. That's played by the Tipton Blue Devil Band. I tell you what, Larry, I made him air last week. The air was I did dine at that particular place. It was 9 Mile Restaurant. It's actually a famous 9 Mile restaurant, and it's actually the 9 miles means that it's 9 miles from the courthouse square. And I mentioned that a mom had a son right there at Heritage High School, and I forgot to mention that his name is Deacon. So that's 9 Mile Restaurant. And then we'll also mention this game is in part being brought to you by Bubbles and Bark Spa. I tell you what, I also mentioned Bubbles and Bark Spa. I've been saying on the east side of 31. It's actually on the west side. So it happens once in a while.
You don't often make mistakes, AJ.
I apologize for that, but we'll mention it. If you love your dog, Bubbles and Bark Spa will love your dog too. On Facebook, you can find them at Bubbles and Bark Spa. Bubbles and Bark Spa at 3660 West 500 South. That's in Sharpsville on the west side of 31. You can phone them at 765-415-2476. It's Bubbles and Bark Spa. And as we'll mention, you can find them Bubbles and Bark Spa at yahoo.com. You can let Katie, yep, that's Katie Waite. She will love your dog as if it were her own. At the age of 15, she began bathing dogs. After graduating high school, she got her license to groom. And grooming since. It's Bubbles and Bark Spa right there in Sharpsville. Full groom includes haircut, nails, paw pads, body patch, and ear clean. So they're doing the working right there, and the band walking off the surface right there. And we'll also mention tonight's ball game is being brought to you by Noblesville Trophies. Noblesville Trophies. Shop them online at noblesvilletrophies.com or stop in if only to browse around. 1740 South 10th Street, Noblesville, Indiana. Trophies, awards, plaques, and more. Fast turnaround. Prices are low. They're so low you may want to be a repeat customer. It's Noblesville Trophies, 1740 South 10th Street, Noblesville, Indiana, 46060. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And they're open, I should say, you can reach them by phone by dialing 317-773-7391. That's 317-773-7391. Online, NoblesvilleTrophies.com. So they're getting ready to jump out of the blue jump around, and I'm waiting for the teams to come out of the locker room.
Yeah, they're everybody getting ready to get out and get after it tonight, and just want to tell the crowd out there listening that don't be deceived by the 1-5 record of the Lafayette Central Catholic Knights. They are always a well-coached, well-schooled team. Have a lot of young guys who are stepping up tonight. I think we see that they've got 60 on their roster, 24 freshmen, 9 sophomores, I believe 15 juniors, and 13 seniors, and those seniors are in key places. Got all conference performers, and let's see, who was it? Joel Baker at a linebacker and running back, Mason Metzger, both all conference performers. And you got a couple guys whose names should sound familiar. Joey Metzger, whose big brother was quarterback last year. He'll be quarterbacking this year, and his big brother led LCC to 11-1 record. And so they've got a lot of ball players that have been, like I said, well coached and come up through this system.
They do. They are well coached there. Nice facility there, just like this one. So what over there? I was going to mention over there. Talking about the Tipton Blue Devils. Tipton Blue Devils. They've got a 3-3 record. Pretty close to theirs. But we'll mention they played on turf this year 4 times, on grass 2 times, and they've won 2 on grass, 1 on turf, 2 on turf, and 1 on grass. And we were talking the other day about grass, that what they like to play on.
Well, I think a lot of the players still like to play on the grass, and if it's well maintained and well watered and well taken care of, like some of the fields we've seen this year, I think I would rather play on the grass as well. I know a lot of the running backs, receivers, those guys who are skill players, they get tackled face first on this stuff and get those black pellets up their nose and in their eyeballs. So, I think they'd rather have grass. It's easier to get out of your eyeballs.
So they got Bermuda grass over there at Central Catholic High School. And I tell you what, right over here next door, they're doing marvelous work with this baseball facility for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, I don't know what it's going to look like. People thought it was going to be turf there for a while, synthetic turf, but it's going to be, totally redoing all the grass in the infield and watering system and all that kind of stuff. So, the school continues to invest in their sports complex.
Absolutely. We'll mention the Knights and Central Catholic and Tipton are going to play on May the 12th. That's coming up this, not just around the corner after the basketball season, but they'll play over on May the 12th at Central Catholic. They didn't get to play last year. It was a little bit damp.
Yeah. Well, I know you do, the Knights baseball program, their games. So, we'll be looking forward to hearing that one.
So we're still waiting for them to come out of the title. I appreciate that. Nice. We're going out right now. They're getting ready to come out of the tunnel right there. I'll tell you what, Larry, if we want to, we can go ahead and mention our projected starters. If you want to mention Central Catholic.
Sure. On defense, Central Catholic will line up Eli Thompson, nose guard, 6'3", 203. I believe he's a senior. Dom Delgado, 6'5", 206. He'll be a defensive tackle with Mark Melville, 5'11", 197. one of the leading tacklers will be Eli Thompson. He's averaging 9.7 per game. Ethan Botwell will be at one of the cornerback positions. He's got about almost 5 tackles a game average. Joel Baker is one of their leaders. He's at 7.3 tackles a game, 5'10", 190. Ethan Miller, 5'8", 181, inside linebacker, has 1 interception and a little over 5 tackles per game average. 42, Charlie Bapt. He's 5'11", 171, inside linebacker, has 1 interception, having a couple tackles a game. And Chase Kittle, 6'4", 204, and another outside linebacker position. David Heath, number 18, 5'11", 148. He'll be in the defensive backfield, as well as Wyatt Williams, 6'4", 183, big defensive back, 2 interceptions so far this year. Number 3, Liam Hensley, 5'9", 174, averaging a little over 4 tackles a game and 1 interception. And Joey Metzger, also 6', 157, playing the defensive backfield as well.
They're going to mention the starting defense here for the Blue Devils. We'll go ahead and mention projected starters. For the Blue Devils, we'll mention at the quarterback position, that's number 2, Quinn Toll. Quinn Toll, 6'1", 175. He's a sophomore. And we'll also mention the running backs by committee are going to be number 3. That's Blade Springer. Blade Springer, 5'10", 165. Number 33, that's Zane Durham. Zane Durham is 6'1", 182. Number 87, that's Chase Hussey. Chase Hussey, 5'10", 175. And we'll also mention the receivers. One receiver going to wear number 8, 6'3", 180. And that is Dakota Garman. He's a junior class member. Let me double check that. Yes, he's a junior class member. At number 20, he's a senior, 5'9", 160. That's Mahaney. Mahaney wears number 20. He's a senior. He plays dividends, both offensively and defensively. That's Isaiah Mahaney. We'll also mention number 84. Number 84, working right there, is Zach Ridgeway. He's 200 pounds. And then blocking up front for the guys at the center position, 6'3", 210, that's Grayson Withrow. Grayson Withrow has aspirations to be a pilot. That's good. And we'll also mention number 64, Andrew Hawkins, 5'10", 230. At the tackle position, and I should say Andrew Hawkins is a sophomore. That's number 65, that's Jack Roche. He's 6'4", 270. He plays the left tackle. He is a senior. On the other side of the line, we'll mention number 59, Joe Vaughtaw. He's a sophomore, 6'1", 190. On the other side, it's 54. And that is Nathan Hawkins. Nathan Hawkins, he's a junior, 6'1", 240. And on the end of the line right there, number 86, that's Jaron Oliver. Jaron Oliver is 6'2", 208. And that's the projected starters for the offense for the Blue Devils.
All right. Offense for the Blue Devils. We'll have Grayson Weatherow at center, 6'3", 270. Andrew Hawkins at left guard, 5'10", 230. Jack Roach at left tackle, 6'4", 270. Joe Vaughtaw will be starting at the right guard position, 6', 190. And Nathan Hawkins at right tackle, 6'1", 240. Tight end will be Jaron Aller, number 86. Wide receiver will be Dakota Garman, number 8, 6'3", 180. Isaiah Mahaney will also be a wide out. He's 5'9", 160. And Quinn Toll starting at quarterback, number 2, sophomore. Also, Zach Ridgeway, another wide out. He is 6'6", 200. Look for him to be targeted. He's averaging 15.6 a carry. In the backfield, you'll have Zane Durham, number 33, sophomore. Also, Chase Hussey, number 87, senior. And Slade Springer, another senior, averaging 5.2 per carry, 5'10", 165.
Thanks, Larry. And they're getting ready to have the coin toss right there. They're introducing the coin to both teams. And They're going to have the coin toss. And Tipton Blue Devils are going to defer. Tipton evidently won the toss, and then Knights will receive. Tipton will kick off from the south to the north.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I always see teams deferring to the second half. I kind of like to get the ball and set the tone, but that seems to be the trend in football anymore.
So Central Catholic will receive from the north to the south. And so both teams out there in their huddles, powwow huddles out there on the numbers near the 50-yard line. So they're going to boot the ball away, Larry. We'll see. It's going to be Nathan Hawkins, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Nate will be booting it from the south to the north, and so we'll see who Lafayette Central Catholic puts back to carry this ball. I would assume it might be Mr. Mesker.
So they're still playing the rock and roll music, Kim. They play various music here.
Yeah, I got a little country earlier and a little rock and roll, a little bit of everything. A little hip hop I even heard during warm-up. So, kids up here like every kind of music, so I'm sure they're playing it to get them fired up.
So they're going to work right there. And both teams on opposite sidelines now in the kickoff return huddles. They're right there near the 20, the Blue Devils, and over there 35 for Central Catholic. And so it's a pretty nice night, Larry.
Yeah, it's not too hot. It's cooled down now. The sun's kind of cresting below the skyline there. So, probably going to be about 78, still about 78, 79 degrees at kickoff, but pretty pleasant, not very humid at all.
So we're going to tee it up right there. It's actually going to be Brogan Ferg. Brogan Ferg's going to kick the ball off. That's what you said last week.
Well, yeah, and, I noticed Nathan Hawkins punting didn't look like he was real fluid. Don't know if he might have something bothering his leg a little bit, so Brogan will kick off tonight.
So he's about 7.5 yards deep. Wait for the whistle. Blue Devils ready to kick off. Here comes the approach. There's the kick. It was bounced at the 16-yard line on the return. Central Catholic, the Knights are there to play defensively, and then they're going to make the stop near the 24-yard line, and Central Catholic will put the ball in play right there from the left hash.
Looked like the tackle on the play was sophomore number 55, Brock Turner, on the tackle for the Blue Devils.
So they'll spot it right there on the 20. They're going to call the 25-yard line. First set of downs for Central Catholic. Blue Devils play defensively. 6 seconds on the return. 11:54. We've just begun first quarter at Tipton High School. Shotgun quarterback is Drew. Should pass out in the flat. That was Drew Stapleton. Drew Stapleton makes the catch. And he'll be tackled there near there'll be a gain of about 4 on the reception.
Yeah, a pretty quick pitch out there from the quarterback, and Zach Emberton and looked like Zane Durham on the tackle as well.
So shotgun quarterback Drew Stapleton, the freshman class member. Those teams with underclass quarterbacks, underclassmen. Going to take it up the middle. Going to work it. It's going to be a first down. Going to work it out to you near the 39-yard line. That was Meister, and that was number 14. And Meister gets a first down.
He hit that hole really quick, and if it weren't for Quinn Toll from safety position, he might still be running.
So Mason Meister is a senior. In the backfield, calling the huddle. Shotgun quarterback. Drew. When he picks off, that was Drew Stapleton. Picked off going the other direction. On the return for a touchdown, here's Dakota Garman. Dakota Garman will put the first 6 points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, it was throw was a little high, but it hit the receiver in the hands, just popped straight up, and Dakota Garman couldn't have handed it to him any better than that. So Blue Devils strike first blood on the pick 6.
Well, they'll put it in play. They'll try to point after. And we'll mention that was Garman on the reception. That was a return for a touchdown on the defensive end.
Yeah, you always say, anytime you can score points on the other side of the ball, that's a good thing.
There's the kick. It's up and through. Blue Devils get a they return the ball on the reception, on the interception. It's a 7-0 contest. 10:58 left here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I think the Blue Devils are going to see some more of Mr. Meister, all-conference performer at tailback. It says here he's 5'7", 182, but he sure looks thicker than that, and he's pretty quick as well. So if I was LCC, I'd be handing him the ball a little more often.
So Blue Devils going to kick off again. It's going to be Brogan Ferg. Just first quarter right here at Tipton High School. Flag is waving. Flag's got a little bit of a wave to it. That's a good thing.
Yeah, a little bit of wind coming out of the south, so nice night.
So they're going to boot the ball away. It's going to be Brogan Ferg. They'll spot the ball there on the 40-yard line. And Central Catholic will line up in kickoff return. They'll toss the ball to Ferg. They'll go from the left hash once again. They'll back up about 7.5 yards. Right there for Brogan Ferg. So he'll approach. The kick, whistle. And there's the whistle. Here comes the approach. There's the kick. Ball's going to be kicked and go out of bounds right there. So they're going to take the ball out of bounds. It goes out at the 12, Larry. They'll have 3 options. And the 3 options are take the ball where it went out of bounds, back up and kick it again, or take it 25 yards from where the ball lay.
Or maybe 35. Is that, went out of bounds, so they'll have it at the 35. And I think Brogan Ferg meant to do that. Ball never got more than about 10 feet in the air and on a squib, but it instead of staying in bounds like I'm sure he wanted, it trickled out of bounds.
That's 25 yards from the kick spot. That was a 35. So they're going to back it up in the shotgun. Drew Stapleton. 3 receivers left side. One's in the backfield. That's Meister. They're going to take the handoff. They go left side on the flat. Catch is going to be made. Credit that catch. Number 5, Isaac Byers. Byers going to pick up about 3 on the catch.
Yeah, really nice open field tackle there by Isaiah Mahaney.
So they'll back it up. Left hash. They'll work from there. They go 37-yard line. Call to 38 from the left hash. Slot left. Short side of the field. Slot right. They'll reset the offense there. And it was told to me, I think it was actually a friend of mine told me if you don't go down in a stance to put your fingers on the ground, you can stand back up and get the play. Dropping the throw. Pass play. Over the middle. Pass is incomplete. They was looking for the target. The target there was Wyatt Williams, where's number 9.
25, 30 yards downfield, but Isaiah Mahaney had that well covered, even if it was thrown better.
So they're going to go no huddle offense. Clock stops with the incompletion at 10:11, and it's a third down, 7. So shotgun snap taken by Stapleton. We try to get the pass right there, looking for the intended receiver. Would have been number 7, Jackson Newkirk.
Yeah, he kind of skipped it out there to him, but Zach Emberton had that red. If it was a little higher, he might have been pick 6 himself.
Then a back up is going to bring up a 4th down. 4th and 7 is what they're calling it on the scoreboard. They're going to line up deep there. They'll line up about 15 yards deep for the snap, the long snapper. Blue Devils going to send back Mahaney and Garment. So Isaiah Mahaney, Dakota Garment. Deep man, left and right. Here comes a snap. Snaps through the hands. Going to go back to pick it up at the 16-yard line. And the Blue Devils are going to stop him near the 16-yard line. We'll mix it that. Punter, the snap was high. That's number 8. Tatum Adriano.
Yeah, Brady Henderson and Zane Durham back there quickly to knock him down.
So, ball resting at the 16-yard line. Blue Devils will have good field position. Play's going to be brought into the huddle by Quinn Toll. Sophomore quarterback. Ball spotted at the 16 from the left hash. Blue Devils going to call the huddle. 10 minutes on the game clock, straight up. So they're going to work it right there. Shotgun quarterback. Quinn Toll in the backfield, Slade Springer. Split out wide right is Ridgeway. Wide left is Garment. They're going to hit the ball off up the middle. Slade Springer the carry. and they'll get it near the 5-yard line. They'll call it the 6-yard line.
Yeah, that was a nice hole out there to the right side between Joe Vaughtaw and Nathan Hawkins, and got him down to the 5.
So Blue Devils pick up the first down. First down 6. Actually, they're calling it 5 on the board. It's nosed up to the 10-yard line. They're calling it 7 now on the board. Going to go under center. It's Quinn Toll. In backfield, Chase Hussey. Got a double wing, got near motion. Motion handoff goes to Mahaney. Mahaney going to get to the pylon. He'll hit the end zone. Touchdown, Isaiah Mahaney.
Yeah, they haven't run that much this year, but brought Isaiah Mahaney in motion and handed it to him on the inside, and he just had too much speed for him, took it to the corner and scored.
So Isaiah Mahaney picks up the touchdown. We're going to spot the ball for the point after. Ball's going to be spotted right there at the 10. Holder is Quinn Toll. Short snapper, Grayson Withrow. They'll ask for the ball. Put the ball down. And they go up through the uprights. So extra point is good, and the Blue Devils taken early, 14-0 advantage.
Yeah, I tell you, I don't think Coach Toll in his wildest dreams expected this to be kind of handed to him on a silver platter. His team not having to work too hard to get the 14 points already.
So Blue Devils kick off. And Blue Devils going to kick off from there. And I tell you what, Larry, that was a couple of good drives, but pretty good field position.
Yeah, there was not a whole lot, like I said, offense didn't even have to get on the field the first touchdown, and the second touchdown, 3 and out, and didn't even get the punt off over his head and tracked it down. So, the offense have only had to drive 15 yards so far, AJ, and got 14 points.
Absolutely. So the Blue Devils going to kick off once again. Brogan Ferg to spot the tee where he wants it. And Central Catholic Knights are going to back up in return. And the Blue Devils going to spot it up right there. And we'll mention Parker Capshaw, one of the gunners here on the near side, and Isaiah Mahaney, the other side.
Well, sure are, and got look like Zach Ridgway and Zach Emberton at the guys inside from them. So got a lot of speed on the outside for the Blue Devils.
We're waiting for the whistle. There's the whistle. Here comes the approach. There's the kick. And so they'll work it from there. And the ball goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. And Central Catholic going to take over in good field position. They'll have it near the 34, now the 35, 34.5-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, Nathan Hawkins usually the kickoff guy, and like I said, he was kind of not following through on his punts, so I think he might have a little bit, when you try to kick off, it really puts a lot of torque on your leg, so he might have something bothering him.
So you line up in a shotgun, empty backfield, going to have Meister, right pass play, left side in the flat. Going to catch it, going to go out, going to barely get across first down yardage. And that reception made by Isaac Byers, who wears number 5.
Yeah, they're settling into that quick throw and, got enough for first down there.
So change move, 1st and 10. Ball's just outside the 45-yard line. Shotgun quarterback Drew Stapleton, single man in the backfield. To his left is Meister, who wears number 14. For the Blue Devils, I should say for the Knights, Mason Meister. They're going to pass play down the left sideline. We're going to reach up. Ball's incomplete. Just a tad bit underthrown.
Yeah, and again, Isaiah Mahaney had him covered pretty tight, so it would have had to have been a perfect throw, and he did underthrow it, and the receiver actually had to play defense and knock it out of Isaiah's hands.
The intended receiver was number 5, Isaac Byers. So they'll line up. Again, 45-yard line, 2nd down 10. So slot right, slot left. Drew Stapleton going to hand off. The Meister in the backfield. Ball's going to be pushed out to the 44-yard line. It's going to remain there to be 3rd down 10.
Yeah, Joe Vaughtaw and Zane Durham on the combined tackle there for the Blue Devils.
So they call that a loss of 1. It's 3rd down 11. Slot left. Ball's in the middle of the field. 44-yard line, Central Catholic territory. Shotgun. Taking the snap. Backing up the throw. It's Drew Stapleton. Pass is nearly caught. Nearly caught in and out of the grass. Intended receiver, number 2, Joey Metzger. Joey Metzger, also possibility to take snaps if needed.
Well, good pressure there by Jack Roche. Had him throw it a little bit before he wanted to, and Zach Emberton made a nice play on the ball and knocked it down.
So Central Catholic going to line up in punt formation. 4th down, 11. Ball's at the 44-yard line, Central Catholic territory. Deep men for the Blue Devils. Isaiah Mahane and Dakota Garman. Ball's on the surface. Going to work it left side. Snap was low. And we're taken there at the 19-yard line. 8 minutes, 18 seconds left here in the first quarter. The Blue Devils going to pick up the loose ball on the snap near the 20.
Ran the same combination, Zane Durham and Joe Vaughall on the tackle, but last one was high over his head, and this one was skipping between his legs. So you have to have a good snap on the punts.
So from the right hash, Tipton going to take over 1st and 10. Shotgun quarterback, Quinn Toll. In the backfield, Slade Springer, he'll work back into the left of Toll. Going to hand off. Slade Springer, he'll go right side, 4-hole. He'll move it out right side. He tackles inside the 20. They'll mark him at about the 16-yard line.
A nice jump cut there by Slade Springer. Get about 3-4 yards.
So ball marked at the 16-yard line. They line up on the right hash once again. 7:52 clock moving here in the first quarter. Tipton High School. Line up under center. It'll be Quinn Toll under center. They'll line up with an H-back. That's Slade Springer. And right side going in motion there. That's Zane Durham. Zane Durham will work it right side. That's Chase Husky on the carry. They'll get inside the 10-yard line.
A good, powerful run in there by Chase. Went inside, back outside, and first down at about about the 7.
Ball marked right hash. 7:21 left here in the quarter. Blue Devils going to line up. Call it the 7-yard line. On it, 7-yard line. It's 1st and goal. The Blue Devils split out wide left. It's Dakota Garman. Here comes near motion. Zane Durham going to get the handoff. They take it from right to left about the 5-hole. And he'll take it in the end zone. He gets a touchdown.
Yeah, just about the same play they ran with Isaiah Mahoney. They ran with Zane Durham there. Right from the right hash position or wing position in motion and handed to him inside, and he took it right to the house.
So they'll line up to the point after touchdown. Brogan Berg, there's a pulse for the snap. Toll. Quinn Toll. And it's good. So 1-point conversion good off the foot of Brogan Berg. With 7:02 left in the first quarter. 21-0 contest. Blue Devils will kick off.
Yeah, again, not having to do much on offense yet, but score touchdowns from about the 10-yard line, 10-15. So we'll see what happens if they ever get a chance to do an extended drive here.
Blue Devils going to line up on the sideline, same doing right there. And we'll also mention tonight's ball game is in part being brought to you by Discount Coffee. Discount Coffee, we'll mention, the conveniently located at the west edge of Noblesville, Indiana. Discount Copies. I said, well, Larry, they had something pretty nice to turn in today, and we appreciate the help they provided quickly.
Oh, yeah, they do a nice job. You do a nice job putting all this together for us, and they do a nice job getting the rosters printed up big so I can read it with my bad eyes. So
that Discount Copies, we'll mention, if you're planning a wedding, they can print all of your necessary needs. You can reach Discount Copies by email discountcopies96@gmail.com, or you can call them 317-773-8783. That's 317-773-8783. Or you can turn your artwork into things such as note cards, notepads, prints, and calendars. And we'll also mention They're right there, just behind Pizza Hut in Noblesville, next to Bowl 32, along 3rd State Road 32. Here comes the kid. Going to go down to the 10-yard line, just inside the 10. On the return, going to slip there on the turf right there, trying to move to the right. That was Meister. That's Mason Meister on the return.
It looked like Jaron Aller on the tackle for the Blue Devils.
So he gets out to the 23-yard line. Right hash, they'll put the ball in play. Central Catholic Knights is going to come over from the sideline. Work it right in. Going to be a slot left. Short side of the field, slot right. Single man in the backfield is Mason Meister. Shotgun quarterback is Drew Stapleton. Calling for the cadence. Calling for the snap. There's a snap. They give it to Meister. They go right to left to go up the middle. They'll get near the third, across the 25, near the 25 and a half. And it's going to be about second down and 8.
Looks like Will Wolford slowed him up and Zane Durham finished him off.
So they go right to the line of scrimmage, no huddle. Call that a tempo offense. Shotgun quarterback. Drew Stapleton, single man in the backfield, is Meister. He'll float out the background on the left side. He'll pick up the ball and he'll pick up the pass, and they'll go out of bounds near the 39-yard line. It's going to be a first down play for Meister.
Yeah, Dakota Garmin forced him out of bounds. Slade Springer was over there, but couldn't get over in time to keep him from getting the first down.
They mark the ball out to the 38-yard line. First and 10, Central Catholic. So they'll line it up there, Blue Devils. Defensively, got Zach Emerson out here left side, right on Jackson Newkirk. Going to pass it right side in the flat. And that's to the 40. And pitching that pass right there, right side in the flat was Joey Metzger. Good tackle on the play.
Yeah, Quinn Toll coming up from his safety position made a nice form tackle.
So the ball marks out to the 41-yard line. Second down, they're calling it 7 on the scoreboard. Shotgun quarterback, Drew Stapleton. Slot with his left, and he'll drop the pass. Pass across the middle. He get across the 50-yard line. Catch is made by number 9. Credit that catch, Wyatt Williams. Williams is going to pick up a first down. Ball moves into Tipton territory at the Tipton 41.
Yeah, nice ball there. Dakota Garmin saved a touchdown.
So shotgun quarterback, Drew Stapleton. Slot left, slot right. Single man in the backfield. He'll block. It's Meister. They'll pass it left side. Catch is made with that reception. That's number 5, Isaac Byers. He's going to pick up 6. It's going to be second down 4.
Dakota Garmin again on the tackle from his safety position.
So they'll set the ball there. The ball resting. There's a flag on the play. Flag on the play right there in the middle of the field right there.
It looked like it might be, we'll see here. I think it looked like it might have been hands to the face. We'll see.
Illegal man downfield. Nice pass, and they'll back it up right there from about the 41. They'll take it back 10 yards, put it at the 49-yard line of Central Catholic.
Yeah, be first in about, 20, 21?
So first down, and they're calling it 20 on the scoreboard. Slot right, slot left. Going to be held up just for a moment. The official, linebacker official. Now the umpire will wave his arm. Clock will start. Second quarter, 5:30. Clock moving. Tipton with a 21-0 advantage here in the first quarter. The drop to throw. Drew Stapleton. Pass it down the left seam. Ball's going to hit the surface. Nearly caught. Have nearly caught the intended receiver, number 9, Wyatt Williams.
Another good deep ball by Lafayette Central Catholic, but Isaiah Mahaney had it covered pretty tightly again.
So incomplete pass. That's a good ball by Drew Stapleton. Not much of a wiggle, but for a freshman quarterback, he's smooth.
They're working that short game, and every once in a while they'll pop it downfield. He's got a good, accurate arm.
So shotgun quarterback, Drew Stapleton. Slot right, slot left. Out of the backfield is Meister. They're going to pass it right side in the flat. Catch is made. Catch is made by number 2, Joey Metzger. And they'll bring it in to the hatch, the other right hatch.
Yeah, Quinn Toll on the tackle, but Blue Devils might want to tighten up their coverage a little bit because they're having those short passes getting 10 yards a clip.
So ball spotted, 42-yard line of Tipton. We're calling a third down 11. Slot right side, slot left. Shotgun quarterback Drew Stapleton, single man in the backfield. We're going to get a new play from Coach Ney, or maybe it's a decoy over there.
I'm not sure. We'll see what happens.
So the catch, calling the cadence right there. Dropping the throw. 4 steps out of the shotgun. The pass play, incomplete. And that catch was intended right there. And couldn't make the catch. I believe that was Meister.
Yeah, and Jack Roach again had a big paw on his shoulder pad when he tried to throw that, so inaccurate pass. But Jack Roach.
So ball spotted, 42-yard line, fourth down 11. Central Catholic has their offense on the field, 4:25 on the game clock. They're going to go for a first down. Slot left, slot right. Cole McCade's dropping back to pass. It'll be a screen play, a middle screen to Meister. Meister spin move at the 37 to get to the 35-yard line, and the Blue Devils are going to take the ball over on down.
Very well designed play with the rush coming from the Blue Devils, but Chase Hussey made a nice ankle grab and dropped him short of the first down.
So Blue Devils are going to start this possession at their own 35-yard line from the left hatch. 4:20 on the game clock. First quarter, Tipton High School, and they had festivities before the game.
Yeah, I had senior night. Only 3 home games this year, so you got to have it sometime.
So we're going to line up right there, right hatch. Let's just say left hatch. Shotgun quarterback Quinn Toll. Zane Durham, course number 33 in the backfield. Dropping the throw. Pass play, nearly intercepted. Cutting in front of the intended receiver. Intended receiver was Jaron Aller. Right there in front of him was number 1, Eli Thompson. Thompson just a sophomore, 6'3", 203, tight end and linebacker.
Yeah, Quinn Toll zipped that one, but, tight coverage there, so could have been picked off.
So 35-yard line, left hatch. Slot left, short side of the field. Mahaney in the slot. Ridgeway split out wide left. Motion away. Isaiah Haney. Haney gets a handoff. He'll try to break contain. You will. He'll break contain. He'll pick up positive yardage. Isaiah Mahaney goes out of bounds. They're going to give him a gain of about 5.
Yeah, it looked like Eli Thompson, sophomore, 6'3", 203, linebacker, forced him out of bounds.
They're going to call a gain of 3. He went out of bounds on the far sideline, right there in front of the Central Catholic nice bench. So ball spotted, 38-yard line. They're calling it the 38 and a half. From the right half, shotgun quarterback Quinn Toll. Single man in the backfield this time is Chase Hussey. Slot left, slot right. Motion away, that's Dakota Garman. They'll fake the jet sweep. They go across the middle. Pass is caught by Darren Aller. Darren Aller going to take the ball into the Catholic territory at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, David Heath, defensive back on the tackle there, number 18 for Central Catholic.
So 40-yard line, ball's in the middle of the field. It's right there near the kickoff X.
Sure is, right on top of it.
Did you ever kick off?
No.
It looks like you could maybe.
No, too short a leg.
So they'll line up. Trips to the left. Split out wide right. Blue Devils at the 40-yard line of Central Catholic. Going to hand off up the middle. Chase Hussey, the ball carrier. And they'll get it down near the 32-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 8.
Yeah, nice strong tackle there by number 28, Ethan Miller. Met him in the hole, but not until he got almost first down here, looks like.
Timeout call. Timeout. Central Catholic. They called their first timeout.
Yeah, good. Another good hole. I'm an old lineman, so I like to point out when I see a good block. Joe Valtall and Nathan Hawkins, so forth, doing a heck of a job. Open up holes for the backs.
And tonight, we'll mention this ball game is in part being brought to you by Edward Jones Tipton. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and the encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Kurt D. Hare For Tipton, Edward Jones, financial advisor. Edward, just mentioned, understands this. And we'll also mention that he doesn't understand this. I tell you what, he told me that he threw 4 interceptions in one game.
I 4 more than I ever threw, but I didn't ever put me back there to throw it.
That was to the same guy.
Right. But should have recruited him to be a receiver, I guess.
Okay, they're going to line up right now. We'll finish that in a moment. Shotgun quarterback. Number 2, Quinn Toll. He'll hand off right to left. Chase Hussey, the ball carrier. They'll move him forward. They'll get inside the 30-yard line, about the 38-yard line, and they're going to pick up necessary yardage.
Looks like number 1, Joel Baker on the tackle, or I'm sorry, Eli Thompson on the tackle for that night.
That's why I mentioned that he understands this, and that's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Tipton High School Blue Devil football and PutMeInSports.com. For all of your investment needs, call them at 765-675-9535. Pass play, right side, caught in the flat. We get a positive gain. That's Isaiah Mahaney. You can also find Edward Jones on the web. It's edwardjones.com. So they're going to work from right there. The Blue Devils, that's Isaiah Mahaney with a good grab. The Blue Devils are at the 20-yard line. It's 2nd and 2.
Forced out of bounds by Joey Metzger from the Knights.
So they'll work it right there. And be a handoff shotgun snap. Taken by Toll, and Toll's going to hand off left side. Chase Hussey, the ball carrier. Chase Hussey going to carry the ball. And they get a positive gain. It's a first down, Blue Devils.
Yeah, Eli Thompson again on the tackle, but a nice field block out there by Jaron Aller from the tight end position, let him get outside.
So the Blue Devils have a 1st and 10, ball resting at the Central Catholic 13-yard line. Break huddle. In unison, they'll work it right there. Shotgun quarterback, Quinn Toll. Sing him in the backfield is Chase Hussey. H-back, left side, Jaron Aller. Going to take the handoff, and Toll's going to take the ball himself. They'll go right side. They'll look for the 2-hole. They're trying to knock the ball out, and Quinn Toll kept hold of that ball pretty well.
Yeah, he did, but they were ripping at it and treated him very unkindly there in the middle. I think that was number 51, Tommy Brown, a junior that lifted him up and dumped him on top of his head.
So play clock, 22 seconds going down. We'll mention 2:12 left here in the first quarter. 2nd down. They're calling it 6 on the board. Shotgun, of course, should say under center is Quinn Toll. Got a double wing. Take the hand off, and Toll's going to go up the middle with it. He's going to veer it left. He'll get inside, closer to inside the 10. They'll maybe pick up 1 on the carry.
Ethan Miller, junior, linebacker on the tackle for the Knights.
So Blue Devils going to line up for a 3rd down play. 1:38 clock moving. 21-0 contest. 3rd down 4 for the Blue Devils. Ball resting at the Central Catholic 8-yard line. Blue Devils going to send 3 right side. Trips. It's Mahaney, Ridgeway, Garmin. Running up the middle. Go left side. We're going to back around. We're going to try to get close to the end zone. He'll not get there. You've got a yard or a half a yard short. And they'll pick up the 1st down. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 1.
Yeah, Mark Melville came up to hit him in the hole, but Chase just put him on his backside. Good run by Chase Hussey.
So play comes in from the sideline. Quinn Toll to the sideline each time. He is conditioned. He's not a full-time running back as a week ago, playing quarterback. Under center, Quinn Toll. In the backfield, Chase Hussey. In near motion, the other way. It's Aller. That was Zane Durham in motion. And left the middle, quarterback sneak. Quinn Toll in the 4th touchdown. He picked up his 6th touchdown, number 6 on the season on the ground.
Yeah, and Quinn just followed Grayson Witherow, center, right into the end zone.
They'll try the point after. Rogan Bird Going to back up. Call for the snap. We're told the hold's good. The kick is through the uprights. And the Blue Devils go up on top 28-0 here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought this would be the score with still in the first quarter.
So the Blue Devils are going to kick the ball away. And Central Catholic going to receive. And I will also mention this ball game is in part being brought to you by Hope Jewelers Tipton. Precious times are made for precious moments. And Hope Jewelers are there to meet your every special need in the field of diamonds, gold, and silver, etc. Stop in and visit Hope Jewelers in downtown Tipton, next to the Diana Theater. Hope Jewelers, 135 East Jefferson Street, Tipton, Indiana, 46072. You can reach them by phone by dialing 765-675-9720. That's Hope Jewelers. Open daily. 675-9720. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 to 5:30. And Saturday, they're open 9:30 to 2. Hope Jewelers in Tipton. So they're going to boot the wall away here. We're going to see Nathan Hawkins.
Yeah, he kicked off last time too, so must decided to go with Nathan, kick it down the middle as far as he can.
So here comes there's the boot. Catch is going to be made at the 13 on the return. Right there, trying to get out beyond the 25, near the 28-yard line. The marking at the 28. And on the return there for Central Catholic, number 18, David Heath.
Jaron Aller on the tackle with the Blue Devils.
So they'll work it from there. So the Blue Devils going to play defensively. Central Catholic going to take it offensively. They'll jog over to the line of scrimmage. No huddle needed. They'll work it to the 28-yard line. They'll go with two receivers right side. They'll go slot left. Calling for the cadence, calling for the snap is Drew Stapleton. They'll take the snap back up a couple steps. They'll get across the 30-yard line and out to the middle of the field. And a good catch right there. Again, that was number 2, Joey Metzger. Joey Metzger with the reception.
Yeah, Chase Hussey had that one smelled out and gate of about 3.5.
So it's going to bring up a second down 7. Clock moving, under 10 seconds left. Shotgun snap taken by Drew Stapleton. He'll fake the dive play. He'll go to the flat left side. It'll be a first down. It'll be caught just across the 40. They're going to mark it near the 40, about the 41, and this catch was made by number 9, Wyatt Williams. He's a junior, 6'4", 183.
Yeah, Isaiah Mahaney on the stop, but Ryan's got about a foot on Isaiah, so look for them to try that one again.
So shotgun quarterback, Drew Stapleton, single man in the backfield. Going to block, that's Miser. They'll work at right side. And the clock's going to empty out. That pass was intended for number 2, Joey Metzger. And they're going to work it right there. And they'll work it there, and then they'll get ready for second quarter action.
Yeah, and LCC quarterback is, throwing it down the middle long pretty accurately, but looks like the Blue Devils are giving him quite a cushion, going to allow him to pass that ball, 5, 6, 7 yards. So we'll see if LCC can string some of those together.
So Blue Devils going to line up near the 50 in the kickoff huddle. We'll mention over the other sideline, Central Catholic. And we'll also mention tonight's ball game is in part being brought to you by Lisa Stokes Bear. Lisa Stokes Bear, Century 21, real estate IQ that works for the benefit of you. That's Lisa Stokes Bear. She specializes in residential and corporate relocations. Lisa Stokes Bear, you can reach her online, or you can call her 317-513-4086. And that's real estate agent and real estate broker. And that's Lisa Stokes Bear, Century 21.
It looked like second down on about the 41 for the LCC night.
So Central Catholic line it up, the left hash. the 41-yard line. Shotgun quarterback Drew Stapleton has dropped the throw in the backfield right now. But getting throw the pass across the middle. Pass is incomplete. They were looking for Metzger. That's Joey Metzger. And Joey Metzger, we'll mention, he's a junior, 6'1", 6 foot, 157.
Parker Capshaw in there now for Quinn Toll at safety, made the nice tackle there.
So from the left hash, 41-yard line. Slot left, two receivers right. Single man in the backfield. Mason Miser dropping the throw. A shotgun. Drew Stapleton just off the grass. The intended receiver right there in the flat was Mason Meister, incomplete.
Yeah, Zane Durham almost had a pick on that. Kind of floated it, and Zane got up, but just enough to get his fingertips on it and knock it down.
So from the 41-yard line, they'll line up again. It's 3rd down 10. Ball resting at the Central Catholic 40-yard line. And they go from the shotgun. Drew Stapleton calling the cadence. They'll look again to the sideline. They'll change the play. Right there, right side, Mason Meister. Slot right, short slot, left side, pass play. Left side, right side, it's going to be intercepted. They were looking for them interception made there. Brian knew that was going to take the ball into Central Catholic territory. And that catch made by Zach Emberson, wasn't it?
Yeah, blitzing linebacker Slade Springer made him throw it a little bit too soon. He threw a rainbow, and Zach Emberson picked it off and brought it back for about 15 yards.
Zach Emberson picks up his first. They got his first. Second on the season.
Second pick.
So they're going to line up. Blue Devils have the football. 41-yard line. Bring out the right side, 3 receivers. Split left is Zach Ridgway. Dropping a throw. Looking in the pocket. He'll jump it off right there to Chase Hussey. Chase Hussey going to pick up about 2. And it's going to be a good jump-off pass for Quinn Toll.
Yeah, Dom Delgado, junior, 6'5", 206 on the tackle there.
So the ball moves inside the 45-yard line. 44-yard line, left hash. 2nd down 8, Blue Devils in the huddle. 11-12 left here in the second quarter. 28-0 contest. Knights in front. Shotgun quarterback, Quinn Toll. Trips to the right. Split left. Pass play. Right side, Mahaney in the flat. A bubble screen. They'll work it inside the 40. And they'll take it to near the 35-yard line. It's going to go out of bounds. And Blue Devils are going to pick up necessary yardage.
Yeah, Ethan Bottel on the tackle there for the LCC Knights. But Isaiah, shed 2 tacklers, probably got about 6 more yards than he would have had.
A 35-yard line from the right hash. 1st and 10, Blue Devils. Clock moving, second quarter, 10:43. 28-0 contest. Blue Devils in front. They're going to line up, split left. I should say slot left, split right. Right H-back, Jaron Aller. He'll stay in the block, dropping the throw. Pass play down the middle. They're going for Dakota Garman. Dakota Garman, I should say. And then Garman going to pick up the reception. And then Dakota Garman going to pick up touchdown number 6 through the air.
Yeah, that was a little too easy. Dakota had gotten a break on David Heath, number 18, defensive back for the LCC Knights, and easy nice throw by Quinn Toll.
So they'll spot the block. Rogenberg likes to put his block where he likes to spot it. And we'll mention it comes a short snap, and a good hold by Quinn Toll. Low elevation, but it went right through the upright.
Yeah, and again, Rogenberg's been perfect tonight, not right down the middle, every one of them.
So Blue Devils put it through the upright. 10:26 left here in the second quarter. 35-0 contest. Central Catholic Knights. We're going to work the ball as they get the reception. And I will also mention Central Catholic Knights going to kick off. And I will mention this game is also in part being brought to you by Encompass Credit Union. Looking for a financial partner that's as community-minded as you are? Welcome to Encompass Credit Union, North Central Indiana's premier financial institution. At Encompass Credit Union, they believe in putting their members first. Whether you're looking for that low rate on loans or that higher rate on savings, just a friendly face to help you with your financial needs. They've got you covered. Join them today and become a financial cooperative. Become a part of a financial cooperative that truly cares, with branches in Tipton, Frankfort, and Kokomo. We're going to see the back of those 15-yard line on the return for Central Catholic is Mason Meister. Meister going to bring the ball out to the 45-yard line. Going to be about a 30-yard return for Meister, and the Blue Central Catholic will have good field position again.
Brady Henderson and Brock Turner again on the tackles on the kickoff.
So they're going to spot the ball, 46-yard line, right hash. Clock stopped at 10:18 left in the second quarter. Blue Devils in front. Going to work it slot left, slot right. Single man in the backfield, Mason Meister. Calling for the snap. Freshman quarterback dropping the throw out of the spot, out of the shotgun, and they'll work it right side. They'll dump it off right there. They get a first down and get across, work there. And then that reception made by Parker Campbell. He wears number 15. Parker Campbell, he's just a freshman, 5'9", has some good wheels.
Nice inside screen again, and Slade Springer and Zach Emberton on the tackle for the Devils.
Slot left, slot right, ball resting, Blue Devil territory, 42-yard line. Shotgun. Drew Stapleton to drop the throw. He'll look left side. Catch is going to be made, and the catch is made. Try to get extra yardage. And then making that catch right there was 15, Parker Campbell. He's a freshman, 5'9", 152.
Yeah, Dakota Garman and Zane Durham on the tackle for the Devils.
So out to the 41-yard line. Slot left, slot right. Drew Stapleton and shotgun quarterback. They're called for the cadence and called for the snap. And now the backfield will be Meister. They'll dish it off inside. Going to get a gain of a couple. And then that catch made right there by Central Catholic. Credit that catch, number 9, Wyatt Williams. He's a junior, 6'4". And then Wyatt Williams, 183.
Inside screen again, and that was Will Walford on the tackle.
So Central Catholic going to line up. 3rd down, 8. Ball's resting at the Blue Devil 40-yard line. Dropping the throw out of the shotgun. Pass play, right side. Caught. Going to be caught in the flat right there. Credit that catch, number 2, Joey Metzger. He's a junior, 6', 157. And they'll move the chains as a first down for the Central Catholic Knights.
Zach Emberton and also Parker Capshaw on the tackle for the Devils.
So they'll put the ball in play, 1st and 10. Ball resting near the 27-yard line, 27 on the scoreboard. Shotgun quarterback, Drew Stapleton, slot left, short side of field, slot right. He'll drop the pass. They'll throw complete in the flat. And then that catch was made by 15, Parker Campbell. He's a freshman. Again, we'll mention him, 5'9", 152.
Yeah, Dakota Garman on him just as soon as he caught that ball. Only out of yard and a half gain.
So we're going to go timeout on the surface. Central Catholic going to take a timeout. 8:17 left here in second quarter. And then we'll also mention Encompass Credit Union. We'll mention they are here to serve you and their community right here, the community right here. And we'll mention where community comes full circle. Visit them at encompasscu.org or any of their convenient locations. Encompass Credit Union. So, blow the whistle. 2-minute timeout. I believe they're right on it. They're going to call both teams over to the surface. And they're going to line up right there, right to the line of scrimmage. Central Catholic line the ball up at the 26-yard line, 26 and a half. It's going to be second down, 9. Shotgun quarterback, Drew Stapleton. Slot left, tight slot, short side of the field. He's looking left. Pass is caught. Credit the catch right there. That was number 9, Wyatt Williams with a reception.
Yeah, Isaiah Mahaney on the stop, but a nice pickup there will move the sticks.
So we're going to line the ball up right there at the 16-yard line. Shotgun, again, it's Drew Stapleton. Split out wide right. Got Mason Meister in the backfield. Short side of field, slot left. Position to Meister out the right flat. Meister's going to get inside the 5-yard line. He's going to pick up the necessary yardage. So he'll get a first down. They'll move the ball right there. Mason Meister, it's going to be first and goal.
Yeah, Zane Emberton out there, but had a lot of room to work. Got it down to another first down.
So they're going to line up. Timeout on the field. They're going to call timeout. Blue Devils are going to call a defensive timeout.
Yeah, they should. And again, I think they're giving a little too much cushion here, trying to keep them in front of them, which they've done. But you're going to be death by 1,000 cuts there if you keep giving them those 7-yard out patterns and just let them catch the ball.
So Central Catholic calls the timeout. I tell you what, Larry, football this week, your 8th grade looked good.
Well, they did. We had 7 touchdowns called back. I wasn't there to see it. I would have had a stroke if I had been. So you just don't see that. They played hard and dropped a couple. But last game against Western this coming week on Tuesday, and so we're looking to go out on a good note.
That sounds good. So, band making a joyful noise.
Yeah, they sure are hooping it up.
So line up right side. Shotgun quarterback Drew Stapleton. There's the whistle. Play clock begins at 25. 7:49 on the game clock. Clock will start on the snap. Motion near side. Mason Meister dropping out of shotgun, looking left. Pass to the goal line. He is caught, but they're going to stop him short again. That catch was made by number 9, Wyatt Williams.
Chase Hussey on the stop there, right at the goal line. It's going to be about the 6-inch line.
So ball spotted right there near the goal line. They're calling it the 1. Clock moving, 7:24. Shotgun quarterback, Drew Stapleton. To his left, single man in the backfield, Mason Meister. Slot left, slot right. Going to hand off up the middle. Goal line, he breaks the plane. Touchdown, Mason Meister. Mason Meister picks up the touchdown. Mason Meister picks up carry.
Yeah, nice offensive surge there by the Knights, and got him in there.
So we'll mention that Mason Meister on the season, he's got 3 touchdowns on the ground, and they'll try the point after. And it's going to be kicker number 19, Joseph Weeks. He's a senior. Comes a snap to the hold. There's the boot. The point after touchdown is good. And Central Catholic brings this game to within 28 points. It's 35-7.
Yeah, again, didn't think at this point Blue Devils would be up by 28, but again, the game sometimes is funny how it works out.
There's 7:12 on the game clock. We'll also mention tonight's ball game is in parts being brought to you by AGM Auto, AGM Auto LLC. At AGM Auto, you'll not only be treated with pure professionalism, they will mention you'll appreciate their state-of-the-art diagnostics and their up-to-date status of each and every AGM technician. So AGM Auto, they don't only work under the hood, AGM Auto. They work toward the recovery and restoration of many now beautiful cars, which are now showroom treasures. It's AGM Auto. Right there, and you can find them on Facebook, AGM Auto LLC. And we'll mention, getting ready to kick off for the Knights at the 40-yard line. Backing up to kick, again, at number 19, Joseph Weeks. He's a senior, 5'8", 146. He kicked that extra point through the uprights. He's the kicker, Central Catholic. So they'll work it from the 40. Blue Devils back to receive. Deep man, Dakota Garman is going to jump up at the 20-yard line. They'll jump on it and actually bounce on the 20. And working right there, falling on the football was Jaron Aller.
Yeah, safely fielded by Jaron. Again, I think that's what the Blue Devils had been trying to do, get it to drop there right over the second guy and not the deep guys. And Jaron caught it on the bounce and downed it.
So ball spotted, 20-yard line. Blue Devils on offense. 7:10 left here in the second quarter. From the left hash. Shotgun quarterback, Quinn Toll. Single man in the backfield, Chase Hussey. They're going to stop play right there. They're going to blow a whistle. Blow the whistle. And timeout.
Yeah, it looked like Coach Shear saw something he either didn't like or he really likes, and we'll see what they come out with.
So ball spotted at the 20-yard line. 7:10 left here in the second quarter. I tell you what, Larry, did you do any substitute teaching this week?
Oh, yeah, I've been all over the place. I'm on corporate-wide sub, so I was everywhere from high school ag to elementary music teacher, if you can believe that, AJ. I was about to call you and tell you to bring the guitar up and teach a class for me.
About to.
No, they were doing xylophone, so it was chaos.
Xylophones are nice sounding instruments, aren't they?
Not when second graders are playing.
Okay. Okay, so they're going to break out of the timeout. Blue Devils going to straight out to the line of scrimmage. Blue Devils going to line it up. It's first down 10 from the 20-yard line. There goes two receivers left along with Jaron Aller, H-back, right side. The single man in the backfield is Chase Hussey. Calling the cadence. Shotgun snap and drop the throw. He'll roll right. Pass play. Left side. Up to the grab. Couldn't bring it in, but that ball was contested. That was Zach Ridgway. Incomplete.
Yeah, looked like number 2. Who's that? I believe that is Eli Thompson again, or I'm sorry, Joey Metzger on the coverage there.
So they'll line it up, 20-yard line. Left hash, 7:04. 7:04 left here in the quarter. I should say second quarter, but now wide right, Dakota Garman. Going to move the three receivers right side, Ridgway, Aller, and Mahaney. Going to block out in front to give the ball to Chase Hussey. Hussey going to get out to the 36-yard line. Going to pick up a gain of 6, second down 4.
Yeah, Eli Thompson on the tackle there for the Knights.
So just across the 35-yard line. We're calling it 3rd and 5 on the scoreboard. 6:42 on the game clock. Calling the huddle there. They break in unison out of the huddle through the line of scrimmage. 16 seconds on the play clock. They work at left side. 3 receivers. Left, single man in the backfield. It's Chase Hussey. He'll take the Hussey. Does Quinn Toll. He'll work it left side pass play. We're going to go across. It's going to be a first down, Blue Devils. And Dakota Garman picks up necessary yardage.
That was all Dakota, only about a 1-yard pass and two or three guys out there for the Knights, but Dakota just kept turning the legs for the first down.
So ball spotted, 32-yard line, Blue Devil territory. 6:08 left here in the quarter. 35-7 contest. Going to break huddle to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun quarterback, Quinn Toll. Single man in the backfield, Chase Hussey. Split out wide right, Dakota Garman. 3 receivers left side. All are nearest receiver. Dropping the throw. Gonna roll right, Quinn Toll. Quinn Toll gonna spin off one tackler. Get a positive gain. Quinn Toll's gonna pick up. They're gonna call it a gain of 1, maybe 2.
Yeah, tackled by Ethan Miller, and went down a little awkwardly, but he hops right back up.
So gain of 1. They're calling a gain 1, second down 9. 5:23 clock moving. Ball now resting near the middle of the field. So out to the 33-yard line. Trips right side. split wide left, Garmin. Far wide right side, Zach Emerson dropping the throw. Pass play off the hand right there of Jaron Aller. Aller couldn't bring it in. It was a little bit off target, but not much.
He had jumped for it a little bit, but Jaron Aller catches that ball about 90% of the time.
So it's going to bring up third down 9. Clock stopped at 5:05. Jog back into the huddle. Quinn Toll. They'll work it right there, and they'll send Garmin out right side to get trips left side. Working Mahaney, Ridgeway, and Zach Emerson, I believe. So shotgun. And drop the throw. And work it left side. And roll out of the pocket. And he's going to get first sack in the ball game. And then the ball's going to be marked near the 26. They'll give him forward progress. He's going to lose maybe 7, 8 yards on the sack.
Yeah, it looked like 55. Dom Delgado right up the middle put pressure on Quinn and got to him.
So ball spotted, 25-yard line, ball resting. Bray Garmin split out wide right. Being guarded there by number 7, Jackson Newkirk. So familiar name. Dribble it out of there. It'll be a low elevation and land at midfield. Going to work it right side on the return. Credit the return. Be a flag on the play. Now a second flag comes into the play. And I'm not sure what they're going to say. We're going to time out on the field area.
Well, Zach Ridgeway made the tackle, but man down for the Devils, and it looks like probably a holding. It's in that vicinity at least.
But the officials are going to talk this over. And I'm going to go out to midfield, attend, and right there, and it looks like a lower. You don't want to speculate at this time with that type of situation.
I really can't see what was going on. I mean, the helmet's off, so that's a good sign that it's not head related. But yeah, it looks like they're kind of looking at a knee or an ankle. Not sure exactly what.
He looks pretty general. I mean, he's just sitting there. You know what I mean? Nothing.
Yeah, well, he was down and not moving. That was my concern there. But like I said, once I saw him sitting up with his helmet off, I knew it wasn't something with the head. We just we take the head very seriously. We've got a couple kids in the middle school fighting concussions, and so like I said, I always tell them, I said, we can tape a knee or an ankle, but we can't tape a brain, so we take that real seriously.
So they picked up one of the flags, so maybe they both represent the same. They're checking on him. Lay back down. So they'll work from there. And he's going to go ahead and mark off the yardage. Blue Devils declined the penalty. 2 penalties on the play.
Just like a hold and a hands to the face, I believe. So, holding their hands to the face, I believe, is what the call was.
Oh, they're going to check on him. So they're going to mark the ball, spot it there. Central Catholic territory. They're going to walk off, and he got just a mild limp. Mild.
That's JoJo's younger brother, Ethan Klauser, a lot bigger than JoJo. He looked like he's limping a little bit on his right knee, but he'll be fine, I'm sure.
So Central Catholic going to put the ball in play. 4:10 left here in the second quarter, and they're going to attend to him, put him in the mild blue 10, I guess you might call it. So shotgun quarterback. Drew Stapleton. See him in the backfield. Mason Meister, who'll get the handoff right to left. He'll get caught in the backfield. Might be tough to stop in the backfield.
Yeah, Chase Hussey on a full-out blitz from his middle linebacker position got to him just as he got the ball through for about a 4-yard loss.
So they'll spot it. They'll mark it there at the 35-yard line. It's going to be second down, 13. Shotgun quarterback, Drew Stapleton. Shotgun, the pass it out of the backfield, making the catch is Mason Meister. And Meister is going to be tackled pretty quick.
Yeah, Zane Durham had that one smelled out and caught him again. No gain, maybe possibly a yard loss.
So, ball marked out. 34-yard line. Shotgun quarterback, Drew Stapleton. Slot left, slot right. Dropping the throw. Stapleton looking left. The flag in the backfield. Ball's loose. Ball's loose. Ball's still loose. And we're going to work it right there. And it's going to belong to Blue Devils. The flag on the play. Flag on the play might be in the vicinity.
Yeah. Zane Durham on the recovery, but that was Joe Vaughton on the sack, and I believe somebody got held on that as well.
So they're going to spot it inside the 20, near the 18-yard line, just inside the left hash. Blue Devils are going to have the ball on offense. 3:01, 3 minutes, 1 second left here in the second quarter. 35-7 contest. Blue Devils in front. We're going to go defense offensively here. Inside the right hash. We're going to go trips right side. We'll go Jaron Aller, tight end left side. Quinn Toll in the backfield, along with Chase Hussey. So they spot the ball, 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. Right side, Garmin in the slot. Zach Ridgway, spread out wide right. So they'll call the shotgun snap. Toll takes the snap, and takes through the right flat. Catch is made by Dakota Garmin. And Dakota Garmin had defenders on him right away. It's going to be a loss on the catch, but he'll make the catch.
Yeah, 29, Ethan Baltel on the tackle for the Knights. Looked like Zach Ridgway was blocking him, but he got off the block, made a nice tackle.
So ball spotted at the 21-yard line. It's going to be 3 yards on the reception catch. Loss of 3, I should say. And just inside, they got it marked at the right hash mark right there. Split it out wide left side. Slot left side, Zach Ridgway. Motion left side, Jaron Aller. They'll pass it to the flag. Flag in the play. Might have 2 men moving at the same time. We'll see what the call is going to be. The catch is made by Chase Hussey.
Ethan Baltel had been on the tackle for the Knights, but looks like we might have some kind of penalty. Don't know what that was. Looked like he was flapping his wings like a chicken. Don't know what that one means, AJ.
Illegal shift. 2 guys moving when the ball's still, but then they're going to back it up. 2:13 left. Move the ball back to the 26-yard line. Left hash. Quintolva enter the huddle. 35-7 contest. Blue Devils in front. They'll break huddle in unison. 2:12 on that game clock. Working it right side. Quinn Toll in the backfield. Shotgun quarterback. Chase Hussey in the backfield. Single back. They'll hand off to Hussey. He'll go left side. Hussey's going to get inside the regular sticks. He'll get inside the regular sticks. He might get back to the original line of scrimmage. We'll see.
Yeah, tackle by Eli Thompson there for the Knights, but good open field run there for Chase.
So ball spotted at the 17-yard line. It's called a gain of enough to, it's going to be 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9 from the left hash mark. Going to line up, split out wide right is Jaron Aller. In the slot, we got double slot. Slot left side, dropping the throw. Quinn Toll, pass play. Going right side, going to the pylon. Just out in front of the hands of Dakota Garmin.
He did have Dakota wide open there, but just overthrew him a couple yards.
So
see Ethan Klauser up. Got a little ice pack on the knee, but he's up walking under his own power, so that's a good thing to see.
So working right there, 17-yard line. Quintal brings the ball, play to the huddle. Clock stopped at 1:16. 35-7. Shotgun quarterback, Quintal. Chase Hussey in the backfield, trips right, dropping to throw, looking left, or looking right, going to roll right. And the catch is defended well. Catch the intended receiver. Right there. Blue Devils with Dakota Garment.
Yeah, great defensive play there by, who is that, Ethan Miller. For the Knights, he got his arm in there in between Dakota's two arms and popped the ball loose.
So that was a fourth down play. They're going to turn the ball over on downs. They're going to spot it right there at the 17-yard line. So Central Catholic going to take over on offense. 1 minute, 10 seconds left on the game clock. And the Blue Devils can play defense once again. So they'll bring the play in to the line of scrimmage. So we line up in a shotgun. Single man in the backfield, Mason Meister. Shotgun quarterback. Number 12, that's Drew Stapleton. Slot right, slot left. Going to roll right. Looking to get rid of it, he does. Ball goes out of bounds off the hands, but he may have had it. They're going to say, did that catch made? Did he have it long enough? And they're going to say no.
Yeah, well defended by Zach Emberton there. Got a nice pop on him, knocked the ball loose.
So ball spotted, 20-yard line. Second down, 10. Second down, 10 yards, and back it up to the 17-yard line. Shotgun quarterback, Drew Stapleton. Mason Meister, taking him in the backfield. Pass play, across the middle, caught. Slant pattern, run across the middle, 20-yard line. That catch was made by Parker Campbell, number 15. Freshman again, 5'9". Parker Campbell.
Yeah, Quintal, like he shot out of a rocket, came up from the safety position for only a 2-yard gain.
So we're line up in a shotgun, Drew Stapleton. One back is Meister. The slot left, here comes near motion. Meister in motion. Pass is going to be tipped off the fingertips. And caught, intercepted by the Blue Devils. And it's Dakota Garment. Dakota Garment is going to pick up the interception.
Yeah, second tip drill interception for Dakota Garment tonight.
So Dakota Garment picks up a tip ball. That's why they run that tip play. That's why they in practice. Do you run that play?
Absolutely. Well, we occasionally, when our receivers don't catch the ball, but that's what we teach our defensive backs to keep their eye on the ball, because you're going to get some of those.
So the ball moved inside the 20-yard line, 19-yard line. From the right hash mark, they're split out wide left is Zach Emberton. Wide right is Zach Ridgeway. Slot, Mahaney, H-back, Jaron Aller. In the backfield, they're going to run a reverse. Reverse from Chase Hussey, just to the left side. That's number 20, Mahaney. Isaiah Mahaney scooting, but the flag comes in right there.
Yeah, a late hit out of bounds by Eli Thompson, and they'll tack that one half the distance to the goal line.
So they're talking it over right now. They're going to spot the flag. They're spotting it, so that's going to be some type of holding penalty.
Well, yeah, I thought he hit him late out of bounds. I thought that because that came in right as he hit him.
So the Blue Devils, they'll back up and nullify a good run. They'll back it up to the 20-yard line. And they're going to call this first down over at 11. And Central Catholic calls timeout with 17.8 left. 17.8 left here in the first half, Larry.
Yep, it's the Blue Devils going to try their best to put some more points on the board.
So they're working right there. And we'll also mention this game is in parts. It's brought to you by Indiana Express Rentals. Indiana Express Rentals, when you find yourself looking for that dependable moving truck rental company, that high-quality choice isn't far away. call Indiana Express Rentals, south edge of Noblesville, Indiana. They're located at 1708 South 8th Street, Noblesville. You can find Dirk. Dirk will be there. And he'll be there for a while. And then that's Indiana Express Rentals. Hours of operation, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. You can reach them by phone, 317-773-4800. Again, that number is 317-773-4800. So they call the teams back out to the surface. Tipton walks out to the line of scrimmage. They're going to line up in a slot, right side, right side of the field, slot left. You'll take a shotgun snap, Quinn Toll, Chase Hussey in the backfield, drop the throw. Looking across the middle, pass is caught. It's going to be a catch. And Isaiah Mahaney got down there low, and the Blue Devils are going to run quick here. 12 seconds. They're going to start the clock when it changes set. And there's 10 seconds, 9 seconds. They call that spiking it, clocking it. What do you call it, Larry?
Clock it, yeah. Clocking it, yeah.
So clocking it, okay. And so they're going to line up right there and stop the clock with 7.3 seconds left. 35-7. And the Blue Devils are going to play here. It's going to be second down and goal. I think they have the first down marker over there. So it must be Blue Devils have the football.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Toll is in the refs here saying, if we go down before the end zone to timeout.
The shotgun quarterback, Quinn Toll, sitting in the backfield, Zane Durham. Shotgun snap. Durham's going to block. Toll's going to move it left side. Couldn't get it in. They're going to play good defense right there. And 3.6 left, and the Blue Devils call timeout.
Yeah, Quinn trying to follow his lead blocker there, but nothing. The Knights weren't having that at all.
So ball spotted, 3-yard line. Left hash, 35-7. 3.6 left here in the first half, Larry.
Yeah, I think they'll probably maybe even try to throw a little pass on this one. Let's see what they do.
So 3.6. They're still in the huddles, waiting for the whistle. And they're taking on some water there, and we'll mention break huddle right now. They're going to ask them to come to the playing surface out there by the goal line, or if they huddle. Blue Devils going to huddle from the sideline.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether even though this is extra point level, so maybe they'd even try for a kick here. We'll see. Nope.
So 3rd and 6, similar to the last one. Really going to work it in right there. Under center, Quinn Toll. Single man, Chase Hussey. Will take the snap. Going to go motion away with Zane Durham. I'll give it to Chase Hussey. Hussey going to work it left side. Chase Hussey is no signal yet. They did not get it. So Central Catholic held them out. It's pretty good. The goal line stand.
Yeah, that was about the half 6-inch line where Zane Durham got pushed out of bounds, but good effort.
So they'll go to halftime, Larry. Halftime here at Tipton High School. And, I tell you what, Larry, if you want, we'll go ahead and talk a little bit about, well, mention another support sponsor for tonight's ball game is Lucky Strike Lanes. Lucky Strike Lanes, Elwood, Indiana. If you like creating memories, that's the place to be. Family-friendly bowling, state-of-the-art Redemption Arcade, great food and drinks at Sally's at the Alley. Open lanes with Cosmic Bowling every Saturday night, 7 to 11 p.m. Lucky Strike Lanes, just west of the Pizza King on Anderson Street. That's in Elwood.
Welcome, fans. We're halfway through the game, and the fans are 6 p.m. to take 3.
So, getting ready. So they got some, I guess they've been practicing this week. They're going to play Ozzy with
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're going to play, but they're getting all lined up for it.
They've probably been practicing all week. But I'll tell you what, Larry, if you want to talk about your picks, you want to talk about your picks, or you want to talk about this? Okay. We can go with them. I tell you what, we'll go with them. Through week six, Class 2A Associated Press poll. I will mention none of the teams here are in the poll at the moment, and we'll also mention first right now on the docket here is Adams Central. Adams Central, they were at 1A Southern Wells. They are with Southern Wells tonight. They are 2-4. And
state champs, yeah. Defending state champs, Adams Central.
Flying Jets. And we'll mention at number 2, it's Brownstown Central.
Yeah, don't know much about them, but 6-0 on the season.
Brownstown Central. And then at number 3, it's LaPel Bulldogs. They're up tonight against the 2A Heritage Christian team. Heritage Christian 4-2.
Yeah, LaPel's got a good program going down there. They're awful tough at the middle school level and have a lot of kids out for the team.
And then we'll mention Andrean, they're 4th in the roll of the rankings this week. Class 3A Angola, they're 3-3 on the season.
Yeah, Andrean again, always a power up there in the Chicagoland area. A Catholic school up there, 5-1 on the year.
Okay, we'll mention them at number 5 this week. It's Eastbrook, the Panthers. They're against Madison Grant tonight. Panthers haven't lost. Madison Grant is 5-1. Brady Turner doing well.
Yeah, ought to be a good game tonight. And again, Eastbrook in our sectional, they were with Tipton, so interesting to see what they do tonight.
Number 6 and number 7 tied this for those positions. Indianapolis Lutheran, they're 5-1. Triton Central, they are at 3A Indian Creek tonight, 4-2. Indian Creek, I know a guy that flips on the end zone talk. You know that?
No, I don't, but yeah, both those teams again have traditionally good programs. Triton Central and Lutheran.
It was Ethan Jones. Ethan Jones went right side in overtime. He went to jump over the goal line, and he did a somersault, landed in the end zone. The point after was good.
Don't get any style points for that, though, huh?
Okay. At number 8, Bluffton Tigers, Class 3A. They are at Heritage tonight. So Bluffton and Heritage 6-0. For Bluffton, 4-2 for Heritage.
That ought to be a very good game. We saw Heritage last week, and very good, well-coached team.
Okay, at number 10 this week, it's Linton. Linton, the Miners, they are at North Knox tonight. They're 4-2.
Yep. Again, another program that you see year in and year out do a great job.
I should say the Linton Miners are 4-2. So at number 11, Wheeler Bearcats. Okay, we'll mention they had an open date on September 19th. They didn't have. We'll mention they didn't have a game that way. That happens across the field. They're familiar with that. They had lightning that one year. Okay. Anyway, Wheeler going against 3A Calumet. Calumet 5-1. Wheeler 5-0.
Yeah, that's ought to be a good game as well.
Okay, number 12. Number 12, Rochester Zebras. They are at 1A Northfield tonight. Rochester Zebras. They're 5-1.
Yeah, and they're in the same sectional as Tipton as well.
And at number 13, it's Alexandria. Alexandria, pretty much the same way.
Yeah, in the same sectional. So a lot of pretty good teams in that sectional.
Okay, Larry's going to let you know a little bit about the rest of the rankings, top 3 in each category.
All right, in 6A, the big boys. Number 1, Brownsburg, 6-0. Number 2, Center Grove at 6-0. And up north, number 3 is Crown Point at 6-0. Again, very good programs year in and year out. 5A, New Palestine, 6-0. Great program there. Bloomington South, 6-0, number 2. And Indianapolis Cathedral, 4-2, but they play a pretty nice, schedule with some out-of-state teams and such. So that 4-2 is probably a very, very strong 4-2. 4A, again, Indianapolis Chatard, 5-1 at number 1 ranking. A great program there. East Noble, number 2 at 6-0. And Mishawaka at 5-1 rounds out the top 3. 3A, we got Evansville Memorial at 6-0, number 1. Number 2 in 3A is Gibson Southern, 5-1. And number 3, 6-0 Cascade. And fourth in 1A, we've got Springs Valley, 6-0. Number 1. Number 2 in 1A is South Putnam, 5-1. And number 3, 5-1, Decatur Central, Coach Steve Stern, from just down the road with the Hamilton. Yeah, North Decatur. Yeah, exactly. So.
Oh, okay. Okay. So they're still going at it right there. Band sounded nice. Band, they're shaped. I see they have about 20 out there. Are they in a shape right there?
I'm not sure whether it's just like an arrow pointing right at us here, but sounding pretty good for a small band, don't they?
Sure. So we're at halftime, 8:37 left on the halftime clock. And well, Larry, we'll look up here. You want to do it from here? Okay. Well, Mitch, we're talking about NFL, huh?
Tell me how.
Okay. Last week you were 7-7. Now you couldn't get the other one because it was a tie.
Yeah, well, that's my first push week. I've been winning big every time, so I guess every once in a while you got to go cold, right?
Very much so. All right, let's see what you have this week. I'm gonna pull this. We'll get this a little bit lower. Are you trying to? So we'll pull this down a little bit. You got a pen? I guess I do. The highlighter. So we'll pick this up right here, and we'll work it from there. And okay, week 5 NFL picks, Larry. We'll mention they got a bye week this week for 4 of them, because they got just 14 games. Okay, so 8:15 last night. Did you hear who won that game?
I did not. I did not at all. I was probably in bed by that West Coast game.
I did not know either. I do not know. Maybe that's not a good thing, but I don't know from last night. So, do you remember who you picked from last week?
I don't at all. Not sure. I think I might have taken the Rams, but I'm not sure.
I think you did. You did take the Rams. We talked about that. How about on Sunday morning, October 5th, the Vikings are going to have a 9:30 game with the Browns, and the Browns are going to go with a different quarterback. They're going to use Joe Flacco for a backup, and Mr. Sanders, his son, and we'll just call him Sanders, I guess.
No, I think Dylan Gabriel's getting the start there. I don't think Shadur got that at all. I read that just the other day. Was I mistaken? Gabriel is going to be the starter for the Browns. It's not going to make any difference. The Vikings are going to win that game.
Okay. How about we'll mention that game's going to be in London this week.
Yeah, I tell you what, Vikings have been road warriors or overseas warriors, I guess I should say, these last couple weeks.
Okay, the Cowboys. The Cowboys are going to be at the Jets.
I'm going to take the Cowboys.
Who did you take in that 9:30 game?
I don't know. Not sure.
Okay, that's good. That's a good idea. All right. How about the Giants and the Saints?
I'm going to take Giants. I think Jackson Dart is, going to be, really improving.
All right. The Raiders and the Colts. Home game.
I'm going to have to take the Colts just because they're at home.
Very much so. Maybe so. Dolphins are at the Panthers.
There's a tough pick. That's a pick 'em there. I'm gonna take the Panthers for whatever reason.
I'm trying to get records next week, maybe. We'll see. All right. The Broncos are at the Eagles.
I'm gonna take the Eagles in that one.
Eagles. Okay. Maybe we won't. Texans are at the Ravens.
Ravens all the way.
All right, 4:05 games, 2 of them. Titans are at the Cardinals.
I'm going to take the Cardinals.
All right, the Buccaneers are at the Seahawks.
Buccaneers.
All right, the Lions, 4:25 game. There are 2 of those. Lions are at the Bengals.
The Burrowless Bengals. I'll take the Lions.
Okay, second 4:25 game. Commanders are at the Chargers.
I'm going to take the Commanders, I think.
Okay, Sunday Night Football, 8:20 start time. Patriots are at the Bills.
I'll take my Bills.
All right, Monday Night Football, 8:15, just 1 game. October 6th, that's a birthday for a pretty good rock and roller. Pretty good rock and roller. Yeah, it goes by the initials KC, but Pictures, I should say, Chiefs are at the Jaguars.
Well, I tell you, if the Chiefs don't win that one, something's wrong in the world. I'm going to take the Chiefs.
All right, the Chiefs. We'll go from there, okay? Well, we'll write them up, and we'll see how that works out.
So this KC, is that KC in the Sunshine Band or Kevin Cronin of REO Speedway?
That's Kevin Cronin, REO Speedway.
I thought you might have done that one. I didn't think you went with KC in the Sunshine Band.
You like KC in the Sunshine Band?
Yeah. Shake your booty, all those stuff back there in the day.
But there's no, we all have our somewhat favorites. Do you have favorites? Some say no, some say yes. We all have favorites.
Absolutely. You bet.
So, yeah. Okay. So, 3:07, clock moving. We're at halftime. Halftime here at Tipton High School. And Blue Devils still in the locker room. Central Catholic Knights still in the locker room, but they're going to send out their kicker. Going to get some warm-up kicks right there. Going to spot it up for a 50-yard attempt right here. Number 19, Joseph Weeks. He's a senior, 5'8", 146. Yeah. So I tell you what, there's a guy that used to kick started with an M.E. Central Catholic had a kicker that made the North-South All-Star game. Not too long ago.
Not really aware of that, but yeah, like I said, they've had a good program for a long time. I'm sure they've had quite a few kids playing in an All-Star game.
Sure did. That was good. I'm kind of thinking of a baseball player here. You want to hear this? Maybe not. We'll share it another day.
All right. We'll talk about it sometime in the future.
All right. Sounds good. So I was talking about a baseball player related to the offensive coordinator for the Raiders. I should say, maybe I shouldn't say, but for the Blue Devils.
Who's that?
I probably shouldn't say, but we'll get a hand clap for him. So here comes Central Catholic Knights. Into the playing surface. Blue Devils still in their huddle. I should say in their locker room.
Out here looking over his playbook.
So Central Catholic, I think we've read, I don't know if we want to.
Yeah, I was talking about that earlier. 60 players on their roster, for a small school, that's something. But when you have that many state championships and the regionals and the sectionals that they've won over the years, kids want to be a part of that program. And I talk about Sheridan all the time. Having kids, a lot of kids coming out for the team, and you wonder why when you drive by and you see all those state championships on the water tower, and kids want to be a part of a winner. So it just kind of is a self-fulfilling prophecy, if you will.
For sure, absolutely. And Central Catholic and Tipton are going to warm up right now. I tell you what, Larry, I want to try this again if you don't mind. I didn't do very good on this first time through. Encompass Credit Union. If you're looking for a financial partner that's as community-minded as you are, welcome to Encompass Credit Union, North Central Indiana's premier financial institution At Encompass Credit Union, we believe in putting our members first. Whether you're looking for lower rates on loans, higher rates on savings, or just a friendly face to help you with your financial needs, they've got you covered. Join them today and become a part of a financial cooperative and that truly cares, with branches in Tipton, Frankfort, Kokomo, and they are here to serve the community, where community comes full circle. Visit us at encompasscreditunion.org or at any of our convenient locations of their locations.
So looks like Blue Devils warming up as well, and we'll see if they come out and keep their foot on the gas or try to protect this lead. I think probably at least here for the third quarter, you're going to see most of all the guys in there that started the game and trying to add to this lead. But I'm sure there's going to be going to be some other players wanting to get in later on today as well.
Hey, thanks, Larry. Yeah, I didn't get that too well either, but trying hard, but quiet. So 1:26, clock moving. Halftime, they put the 3 minutes back on the clock. They go with the 18-minute halftime, essentially. 1:16 left. And the way cheerleaders are having the pom-poms there.
Pink pom-poms out tonight, breast cancer awareness. So we've kind of been, doing that at the middle school team. We have one of the middle school players' moms, fighting that fight right now. And so Victoria Huffin, she's in our prayers tonight. And we've been wearing the pink wristbands all year in her honor. And, Coach Vihikate as well. We send our prayers out to him and his family and love him so much like a brother. And we're just, like I said, praying that, that God touches him and touches the doctors and leads them in the correct treatment for him, and that he's back on the sideline soon.
Amen. So 23 seconds left, clock moving down. And we'll just, we'll set this down for a second.
Yeah, it looks like that number 12, Lincoln Rodeball, freshman quarterback up, warming up as well here. So you may see some action later on tonight as well. So I'm sure there's a lot of guys wanting to get in. So again, if Tipton comes out, keeps their foot on the gas, that may happen.
So there's the whistle. I don't know if it sounded like last week's whistle, but sounded good here.
A little bit more emergency squad sounded here tonight.
So we're going to line up. Blue Devils are going to receive. The Blue Devils are going to go from the north to the south. Central Catholic will kick off from the south to the north. And they'll also spot it at the right hash with the right-footed kicker. So backing up, set up, kick the football is number 19. That's Joseph Weeks, senior, 5'8", 146. Deep man for the Blue Devils. Darren Garman, Dakota Garman, and Isaiah Mahaney are standing on near the 10-yard line. Here comes a kick. We're taken from the left hash. On the return back, he'll bring it out from the 8-yard line. I should say the 18-yard line. Dakota Garman is going to be free. Dakota Garman going to try to break another tackle. He got away from about 3 tacklers there.
Well, I'll tell you, number 42, Charlie Bapst held on to his jersey and kind of threw him down, but kept hanging on and did a great job there.
So Dakota Garman and the Blue Devils going to start this drive at the 29-yard line. Start this possession. 29-yard line. First and 10. Ball's in the middle of the field. They're going to split out wide right. Zach Ridgway in the slot. The right side is Isaiah Mahaney. They got slot left. Got Jaron Aller out wide right. Dakota Garman. In the slot, they'll hand the ball off. They'll get it to Chase Hussey. Chase Hussey gets it out across the 30 to the 32-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
He popped that one outside, but Ethan Miller stayed with it and took him down after only a 3-yard gain.
So ball spotted, 32-yard line, just inside the right hash. Blue Devils break huddle. They'll go to the line of scrimmage. Play clock at 20 seconds. 11:20 on the game clock. Shotgun quarterback, Quinn Toll. Single man in the backfield. It's Chase Hussey. He'll block out in front. Toll going to get a positive gain. They'll get out to the 34-yard line, maybe the 34 and a half. It's going to be 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, well filled the hole there, Mark Melville for the tackle for the night.
Yeah, my area, it is 3rd down 5, but they're calling it 3rd and 5 on the board. So 10:50 on the game clock. Going to split out wide right, Dakota Garment. Slot, we got trips to the left. Chase Hussey in the backfield. Shotgun snap taken by Quinn Toll. He'll roll right. He's going to roll right. He'll tuck it away. He'll get what he can. He's going to be pushed out of bounds. He'll be pushed out of bounds. Toll jump back to his feet. And pretty good shot right there.
Yeah, Ethan Miller came up and popped him pretty good, short of the 1st down.
So ball moves out to the 38-yard line. The Blue Devils going to send out their punting unit, 4th down. They're calling it 4th and 1. We're going to see Dakota, should say Nathan Hawkins. Nathan Hawkins, he'll go by Nathan. He'll go by Nate.
Yeah, he just don't just call him late for dinner. That's right.
So Wethrow going to snap it. 14 yards is going to be an illegal procedure against the Blue Devils. Blue Devils going to get a 5-yard mark off. So they'll back it up to 4th and 6.
Yeah, I think they were trying to get LCC to jump, but they stayed at home.
So shotgun quarter, I should say, in the slot right there in the back. That's Quinn Toll, the back in front of Nathan Hawkins. He gets a good boot. He goes left side away from the receiver, and they're going to let it go out of bounds. It's going to backtrack just a little bit, but it's going to be right there. They're going to call it out of bounds at the 30. It did 35.
Yeah, pretty good directional kick there by Nathan.
So they're going to put the ball in place. Central Catholic going to huddle on their own sideline. While they could, they did. And it's 1st and 10 for Central Catholic on their own 35.
Yeah, I'm sure the Devils want a little bit something more out of that one, but was not to be.
So they're going to line up. Shotgun quarterback, Drew Stapleton. Single man in the backfield is Mason Miser. Slot left, slot right, short side of field. Pass play. Right side, or should be left side caught. Right at the reception, can be pushed out of bounds. That reception made by 15, Parker Campbell, freshman, makes the grab. It's 1st and 10.
Slade Springer was on the coverage there and just again really soft coverage, so they're taking what the Blue Devils are giving them.
The ball marked at the 50-yard line. Step to the 50, left hash mark. You're going to work a slot left, slot right, single man in the backfield. Shotgun quarterback dropping the throw. Drew Stapleton to the right flat. He'll catch it. He'll come back the other way. He'll put a foot in the ground. And I believe that was Meister again. No, a double check. It was Joey Metzger, who was number 2. He's a junior.
Yeah, Dakota Garment. And again, they're going to take this all night long if the Blue Devils are going to be 7, 8 yards off the ball.
So slot left, slot right, short side of the field. Drop and throw, one step out of shotgun. He's got a 1st down. He knew where the sticks were at. I see where they mark him, but Drew Stapleton threw a strike right now.
Yeah, Zach Everton looked like he got a little tired of them dumping it off in front of him. He came up on a hop and really popped him good.
So they'll back it up. They're going to say not quite a 1st down. So it's going to be 3rd and 1. Slot left, slot right. Calling the cadence, Drew Stapleton. He'll get a new play from Coach. Coach over there, they got a couple of guys signaling over there.
7-yard safety or 7-yard bump off the ball.
So dropping the throw. Pass play. Low, incomplete. Pass is incomplete. Intended receiver is number 9, Wyatt Williams. Wyatt Williams, and it's going to be a 4th and 1.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll go for it here on the, on the other side of the, about the 41-yard line of the Blue Devils.
So shotgun quarterback. Drew Stapleton checks the set. Mason Miser to his left. Single back. Slot left. They're going to get a new play. And look back to the coach. 9:46, I should say. 9:46 left here in the third quarter. It's 35-7. And the Blue Devils in front are going to drop the throw. We're going to back the other way, going to roll right. Going to roll right, going to roll up, go up the middle, and Drew Stapleton going to be caught behind the line of scrimmage. And the Blue Devils got him in the backfield.
Grady Henderson and Zane Durham on the sack there.
So we'll spot it right there, 45-yard line. 9:41 left here in the third quarter. Blue Devils have it at their own 45 from the left hash mark.
Again, let's see if Blue Devils can figure something out here on offense, move the ball down the field.
So they're going to line it up, slot right in the slot, right side, and Zach Ridgway on the left side. Like Zach Emberson going to drop the throw. Going to drop throw and throw one down the seam there for Dakota Gorman. Gorman's going to make the catch, and he'll be tackled down near the 10-yard line. It's going to be a first down for Tipton. It'll be first and 10 from the 12.
Yeah, it looked like Liam Hensley on the coverage, but a perfect ball. The offensive line gave Quinn quite a bit of time to pick that out. Threw a beautiful strike to Dakota right down the middle.
So ball spotted, middle of the field. 12-yard line. Hillman in the backfield. Chase Hussey, shotgun snap, taken by Toll. He'll flip it. Option play, left side. And we're going to be there to stop him outside the 5-yard line. And it's going to become second down, 6. I should say second down, about 4 from the 6.
Looked like Ethan Miller again from his linebacker position, but Chase pretty much took it to him, driving him back a couple yards.
So they'll back it up just a little bit. Reset the ball just a little bit. They'll go split out wide right. Zach Ridgway. The quarterback snap. They'll take the snap. You're going to block him back in front of him. He'll go forward. Quinn Toll, the ball carrier. They'll take it near the 3-yard line. So Quinn Toll, going to pick up a couple. It's going to be 3rd and 2.
Yeah, Liam Hensley on the stop, number 3 for the Knights, but I'm not sure you'd want your quarterback taking those kind of blows too many times.
So they'll take it to the 3-yard line. They'll break huddle. 8:16 clock moving, third quarter. 13 seconds play clock. They're under center. Quinn Toll in motion, right to left. Zane Durham. They'll give the ball to Quinn Toll. And Toll is going to get in down near the goal line. They'll stop him short. So Toll, 8:01.
First down at the 1-yard line.
They're going to move it right there to the 1.
Well, Quinn didn't quite get it in, but he got a first down there inside the 1.
So ball spotted, 1-yard line. First and goal, Blue Devils. So to the huddle. Toll in the huddle. 7:53 on the game clock. Take the snap. And go across the column, go across the touchdown, the goal line. And they work it in.
Yeah, not what you expect on a goal line play there, but shotgun and hand off to Slade Springer and got it in there.
So Slade Springer puts it in the end zone. He's got 5 now on the season. So line it up, shotgun. I should say Toll, take the extra point. It puts a spot down. And it's good. So Brogan Berg having a good night.
Yeah, very good. Like I said, not one of his kicks were in dispute right down the middle.
So 7:43 on the game clock. All right, 7:43 on the game clock. Blue Devils go up 42-7. The 34-point advantage for the Blue Devils in the second half. They call that the mercy rule. We talked about that. I don't know about the name of that. What do you think?
Yeah, I like rolling clock. You know, I'm not sure there's any mercy to it, but I'm sure the Blue Devils are going to continue playing as well as the Knights. So we'll just maybe get home a little earlier. Who knows?
Okay, so the Blue Devils, I kind of agree with that. So I'm going to work it right there. Blue Devils are going to kick off. 7:43 on the game clock. 42-7. First and 10, I should say, will be first and 10. And I'm back to receive is Mason Meister. Meister standing just behind the 15-yard line. In front of him is 15, Parker Campbell. And so they have two deep men, vertical.
Yeah, looks like it, right, standing right within about 3 yards of one another.
So here comes the approach. Here comes the kick. They're going to work it right side back to starts about the 24-yard line on the return. Going to be number 1, Eli Thompson. He's a sophomore, 6'3", 203. And Thompson takes it out to about the 31-yard line.
Yeah, Slade Springer brought him down almost a horse collar, but he slid down and grabbed him by the middle of the jersey instead of the neck, so brought him down.
So they're going to mark it there for first and 10. And back it up just a tad bit. They put it back where they had it. So 7:06 on the game clock. 42-7. We're in the third quarter, just beyond inside 7 minutes. So shotgun quarterback, Drew Stapleton. Out of the backfield, left side is Miser. He'll pass it. A set down route there. Catch is made. Credit to reception. 15, Parker Campbell.
Will Wolford and looked like Chase Hussey on the stop for the Devils.
So all marked out in the middle of the field. 33-yard line. Shotgun quarterback, Drew Stapleton. Slot right, slot left. Single man in the backfield. Miser, they're going to pass it. Left side, pitches. Pass is caught in the flat. Short pass there. Catch is made. Catch is made by number 9. It's Wyatt Williams again. And a good play there.
They're doing hurry up now, but Isaiah Mahaney, nice tackles, only about a yard gain.
So to the line of scrimmage, checking. We're working right there. Shotgun. Single man in the backfield. Dropping the throw. Drew Stapleton. He'll go down the left seam. And the pass goes incomplete down the left sideline.
Well, that was way over his head, so I'm not sure whether he threw that away or just slipped on him. I see Zane Durham's little sister is there. You're running around. Wild child. She's quite the soccer player.
So they'll work it again. Shotgun quarterback. Drew Stapleton, slot right. In this tight slot, left side, short side of the field. He's dropping the throw. Stapleton. Looking, and go screenplay. He pretty much grasped it, put it in the surface there. We'll see. And turnover down. That pass was thrown to Miser.
Yeah. Actually thrown more to Chase Hussey. He dived almost came up with the interception, but either way, it's Blue Devil ball.
The Blue Devils going to take over from the right hash mark, the Central Catholic side of the 50-yard line. We're going to work it right there at the 35-yard line, Central Catholic territory. 4:47 on the game clock. Shotgun quarterback, Drew Stapleton. He'll take the snap in the backfield. Is Zane Durham. He'll block. They'll throw right side. Catch is made. Catch is made there by Dakota Garman. And they're going to tackle him in bounds. They'll keep the clock moving.
Joey Metzger on the tackle for the night.
That's just it. The Mercer rule. They do keep the clock moving. They'll stop it on a timeout. They'll stop it on what's not going to happen. And they'll also stop it for a touchdown. We think they will. We'll see. So shotgun quarterback. Quinn Toll. Right side, Zane Durham. Going to hand off to Durham. He'll go right to left. 3-hole. He'll get stopped right there. They'll stop the clock right there and they'll move the chains. Durham going to move the chains with the Blue Devils.
Tommy Brown on the tackle for the Knights, junior 6'6", 222 defensive lineman.
Durham, they carry for a Blue Devils.
24-yard line. Just inside the right hash. Clock moving, 3:40 left, third quarter. Blue Devils, ball resting, 24-yard line. Slot left, tight end right, playing tight end right side is Chase Hussey. They'll hand off to go left side. with the ball carry right there. It's Zane Durham. Zane Durham, strong carry. They're going to take it down near the 16-yard line. And it's going to be a gain. It's going to be a gain of about 7. Call it 8. I'm going to call it 9 on the board. And it's going to be second. I should say second and 2.
It looks like Tatum Adriano, a sophomore defensive or linebacker, 5'10", 201 for the Knights, running down.
So shotgun. When told to take the snap, he'll look right. Pass play. They'll go right side. Dakota Garman. Garman couldn't make the reception. Ball goes incomplete. 2 minutes, 45 seconds left.
Pretty well covered there by Ethan Botal, I believe, for the Knights.
So ball resting, 16-yard line, middle of the field. Blue Devils looking at the scoreboard, the goalposts. These goalposts painted pretty nice.
Pretty bright, jumping out at you.
So shotgun, Quinn Toll. Single man in the backfield, Zane Durham. Split left, split right. They'll give it to Durham again. He'll go right to left. 3-hole, and he'll get inside the 5-yard line. He'll get down near the 2. They're going to mark his forward progress at the 4-yard line. It's going to be first and goal.
A good strong run there by Zane, just ripped right through the tackle of Wyatt Williams. Got down, got about 4 more yards.
So ball spotted, 3-yard line. Line up shotgun. Single man in the backfield again is Zane Durham. Split out wide right, Zach Ridgway. They'll hand off left to right, Zane Durham. Durham going to get down near the goal line. They're going to call it a touchdown. We're going to say the ball broke the plane. Zane Durham going to score a touchdown. We have a ball trying to point after.
Yeah, nice attempt to stop there by Ethan Botal, but again, Zane really running hard. I bounced off him and got in the end.
So Zane picks up his, I'm 2 and 2 now. Yeah, and they'll work it right there. Shotgun formation. I should say the holder again is Quinn Toll. Short snapper is Grayson Withrow. Here comes the swing of the leg and the point after touchdown. It's good. Great to kick once again to Brogan Ferg.
Yeah, Zane Durham's been, like I said, really working out in the weight room. He's got aspirations to follow 2 of his cousins. One who went to Purdue, tight end, now playing for the Buccaneers in the NFL. And another one, went to Leo High School and is now a freshman with a full-ride scholarship to Miami in Florida as a tight end.
So 1:03 left in the third quarter. Blue Devils will kick off. Blue Devils going to kick off, and we got some spirit there and holding pants.
Yeah, the baggy pants don't do too well when you're holding the flag running up and down the track. So might want to wear a belt next time.
So they're going to try to point out since they kick off. It's going to Central Catholic will receive. And what we'll also mention this game again in parts being brought to you by Jim's Andy Restaurant. We'll get to that in just a moment. They're getting ready to kick off. Jim. So we'll get to that in just one moment, please. And they're going to back up to kick. Nathan Hawkins. Here comes the approach. Here comes the kick. It's going to be a squib kick. It's going to be taken off the fingertips of Central Catholic. And it's going to be loose in the Central Catholic. Going to recover the football right there at the 20-yard line. Just inside the 20. A good recovery there by 42. Charlie Babst. Charlie Babst. You'll see him. You'll see him in the springtime.
It looked like, again, they hit that one, never got more than about 8 yards or 8 feet off the ground there, but did a LCC night, and he just kind of stood there and looked at it, and Blue Devils almost came up with a fumble recovery.
Under center. Put that back to the shotgun again. It's Drew Stapleton. Slot left, slot right. Cole McKee's going to draw back to throw. Screenplay. right side. And work it left side. On the run there is Meister. Mason Meister gets out to the 40, near the 43. They're going to throw a flag on the play. They'll talk this over.
And that was Isaiah Mahaney, and you saw it from up here. Just got the hand between the 2 and the 0 on Isaiah, and I think it's going to be coming back.
So flag on the play. They're going to bring it back. And then
we'll use the hands.
we'll use the hands, and Mason Meister is going to get back up. He's ready to go.
Yeah, sure is. We'll see out to turn the field here and start the fourth quarter.
So we're working right there. Next. So they're going to walk him off the field. And we'll mention the first down. So last announcement, we'll go ahead and mention Jim Dandy Restaurant. They're right here in Tipton. Dine in or carry out. They have American Comfort Food. They're at 203 West Jefferson Street, Tipton. They have good food, good friends, good times. Back in the Blue Devils since the very beginning. It's Dairy Queen. Grill and chill. And they're going to bring the ball in. Right there, shotgun. They'll work it right side. And the pass is incomplete. Brought down. And that pass is pretty good defended.
Yeah, well defended there by Zane Durham. Had a one untimed down there. I think the refs kind of didn't get the clock set, so they had a clockless play.
So they'll take a breather, and then both teams get ready to play fourth quarter. And I tell you what, Larry, what kind of week was it working? Did you work overtime?
No, just wherever they tell me to work. But yeah, between football and working in the schools wherever they need me. So it's been a week. I got stung about 13 times by bees on Saturday cleaning up some wood pile, and it kind of got to me. I didn't make the game this week with Hamilton Heights, which really tore me up. But my blood pressure spiked way up about 198 over 118, and doctor decided you probably shouldn't go have any more stress today. And like I said, I'm kind of lucky I didn't, because with seven touchdowns called back, I would have been beside myself.
So 12 minutes left. Go ahead. Okay, so we're going to put the ball in play. It'll be second down. About 12. I called it 13 on the scoreboard. 49-7. Drew Stapleton in the shotgun. Single man in the backfield. Meister. Now they're going to put a new man in the backfield. 40. Shot. They're going to slot right. Pass play. That was number 40. Made the catch. One-handed catch. One-handed catch. Catch made there. And that was a pretty good grab.
Yeah, really nice play by Parker Capshaw at safety. Now come in to hit him right in the shins and took his legs out. Good job.
So you line up shotgun. Drew Stapleton. Slot right, slot left. Single man in the backfield. Calling the cadence. Drew Stapleton. Blue Devils. A good cadence there, and it's going to draw the Blue Devils off sides.
I don't see who jumped. Maybe Big Jack Roach there, but he was down there a long time. Decided he was going to go whether they snapped it or not.
I thought it was checked up.
It could have been, yeah.
So they're going to work it right there. Going to line up the shotgun. Slot right, slot left. Pass play, left flat, caught. Caught there in the flat, going to be a first down gain. Pretty good grab right there by Tyler Schmidt.
Looked like Zach Ridgway on the stop there for the Blue Devils.
So from the 32-yard line, Left hash, looking at the play to the sideline, left hash mark. 10:28, clock moving, fourth quarter. Working shotgun. Drew Stapleton, slot right, slot left. Calling the cadence. There's a snap. Drop the throw. He'll drop 3 or 4 steps. It goes screenplay. Screenplay incomplete. Going to bring up a second down 10.
A good pressure there by Joe Vaughtal right up the middle. Beat his man and was right in on the quarterback, making him throw the ball before he wanted to.
So shotgun, line up again. Single man in the backfield. They got slot right, slot left, short side of the field. Drew Stapleton in the shotgun. They're going to look to the sideline. They're going to change the play. Working right there. 9:44, clock moving, fourth quarter. Calling the cadence. Dropping the throw. Going to look right, pass play. Going to be caught outside the 42-yard line. And the catch is made by number 2, Joey Metzger.
Yeah, Slade Springer on the coverage came over the top, almost got that ball out of his possession, but be a third down and about a yard and a half.
The ball spotted 41-yard line from the right hash. Drew Stapleton in the backfield. Slot left, slot right, short side of the field. Mason Meister back in the backfield, single back in the backfield. So he'll look left. 9 minutes left here in the ball game. Dropping the throw. Looking left. Pass play. Going to come back to the ball, make the catch. And that was number 12, Drew Stapleton, as he finds number 9, Wyatt Williams. So it's going to be a first down.
Isaiah Mahaney on the coverage, but stuck his foot in the ground. The receiver came back and got that one. Good play by him.
So ball spotted, first and 10. Ball's at the 49-yard line, Tipton territory. Dropping the throw. Looking, going to go left side, caught. Going to be caught near, let's see what the forward progress is. Again, that catch is made by number 9, Wyatt Williams. And he's going to say he's got to the 46 of Tipton.
Yeah, the same exact play, and Isaiah Mahaney brought him down on that one as well.
So second down, 7. Shotgun, here comes near motion out of the backfield. Mason Meiser dropping the throw, pass play. Just off the fingertips of number 2, Joey Metzger. It's going to bring up a third down and 7.
Yeah, well defended by Chase Hussey there. Arrived same time the ball did.
The ball spotted, left hash. Drop back shotgun. Drew Stapleton. Clock moving, 7:38. Dropping a throw. Flop one across the middle. Looked like a screen. It kind of ended up like one, and a good catch right there by number 2, Joey Metzger. He'll be chased out of bounds, and he's going to be chased out of bounds right there near the, the 36.
You know, the same inside screen they've run several times. Tonight's been a pretty good play for him.
So from the 36-yard line, Tipton territory, shotgun. Meister in the backfield. Slot right, slot left. They'll stand up and look for another play or the same play. They'll go shotgun. Working right there. Stapleton. Drew Stapleton going to pass it. It'll be tipped, incomplete. Tall pass there. Incomplete off the fingertips of Metzger. And it's going to bring up, that's Joey Metzger. It's going to bring up a second and 10.
Just off the fingertips again, and Slade Springer, had he had one more quicker step on that, he could have picked that one off.
So ball resting at the 36-yard line. Tipton territory. Slot right, slot left. Dropping the throw out of the shotgun. Pass play right side, Stapleton. Going to find Metzger. And he'll be pushed out of bounds, be tackled out of bounds at near the 35.
Good play there. A good tackle by Zach Emberton, kicking short.
So they'll mark him out of bounds just inside the 40-yard line. They're going to call it inside the 35 right there. Shotgun. Slot right, slot left. Stand up there and look for another play. Mason Meister in the backfield. Drew Stapleton, you're going to send him right side of Stapleton. Slot right. In the slot right side is Metzger. They're going to line up, slot left, dropping the throw. Looking left, going to throw one down the seam, and it's going to be caught. And it's going to be slipped out. It's going to be thrown out by Mahaney. nearly a touchdown. Mahaney's going to get a strip fumble. Not like Jaron Aller got. I called it a strip sack. It was a strip fumble.
Yeah, good pass and good catch there by Williams, but Isaiah just ripped it out before he crossed the goal line, picked it up, and ran it back out to about the 17.
The ball spotted, 16-yard line. 5:07, clock moving. 49-7.
Freshman quarterback Lincoln Rosebaugh coming in to run the show for the Blue Devils.
So ball spotted out to the 16-yard line, nose up to the 16 right hash. Spin out wide left, Zach Ridgway, shotgun quarterback. And there is Lincoln Rodebaugh. Rodebaugh does have the touchdown on the ground. He'll hand off right side. He'll work it back around. Rodebaugh hand off. Slade Springer gets the carry. And that's going to be a short of a first down. It's going to be a gain on the play. It's going to be a gain of about 4, call it 5. Second down 5.
Looks like Eli Thompson on the tackle there for the Knights.
So 4:15 on the game clock. They'll break huddle in unison with a hand clap. So shotgun quarterback, Lincoln Rodebaugh. In the backfield to his right, behind him is Slade Springer. Slot left, tight end right, going to be a loose ball. Loose ball on the play. They'll cover it up to get back to the 6-yard line. Rodebaugh going to climb over the sideline and then call the play.
Yeah, sure Lincoln didn't appreciate that off snap, so he hopped on it before somebody else could.
So third down, 10. And as you mentioned, Jack Roach coming out of the ballgame.
Yeah, it looks like Brendan Reese coming in, another freshman, big number 61 in the game.
So ball spotted. It's at the 8-yard line. And they're going to call timeout, Blue Devils. And they'll talk it over.
We'll see where they put Brendan. He was snapping early in the warm-ups to the punter, so we'll see if they move him into center. But normally guard or tackle, but we'll see where they put him.
.311 on the game clock. So, the Blue Devils timeout. They're working left side and right side. 20-yard line. Blue Devils going to line up. Again, it's ball placed at the 8-yard line. We're going to right side, now left side. So Lincoln Rodebaugh in the backfield. Shotgun quarterback in the backfield. To his left, Zane Durham. He'll take the snap. He'll hand off. Durham left to right. Durham with the carry. They'll work it back to the 13-yard line. And it's going to be a fourth down play coming up.
Yeah, it looks like Dom Delgado, number 55, on the stop for the Knights.
So they move it out to the 12-yard line from the right hash. Clock moving, 2:45. All spotted right there. They're calling it the 15-yard line. Ball spot, it's actually near the 11. So they'll work it right there. Shotgun under center, going to be a snap for the punt. They're going to get the punt away. Nathan Hawkins. Hawkins, for the punt, going to go into Central Catholic territory. It's going to be downed right there by Zach Emberton. Zach Emberton spots the ball down. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Central Catholic at their own 48-yard line.
Only about 2 minutes. When they come out here, we'll see what they turn on. Looks like they may have some of their new guys in as well. Or maybe I'm mistaken. We'll see. No, a few new players in there on defense. So 1:45 by the time they snap the ball. Actually going down even further. Metzger back to take the snap. It is. Looking down the middle. Throws outside. Incomplete pass to number 9. That is, I believe that was Wyatt Williams again. On the coverage was Isaiah Mahaney for the Devils. Again, hurrying up here. About 1:15 left in the game. Running clock. Metzger back again. Joined in the backfield. Again, pass outside. Completion. Come up. Nice tackle up there. Coming up was, looks like that, Parker Capshaw again with the ankle tackle. Dropped him with only about a 2-yard gain. Third down. 48 seconds and running. Could be the last play of the game. We'll see. Looking for the call from the sidelines. Metzger lines up. One man in the backfield. Twins both right and left. Shotgun snap. Looks like he's coming right over the middle, and incompletion. Looks like Brock Turner in at linebacker. Had the coverage there. That should probably be the last play of the game as we're about 15 seconds counting down. Not sure that LCC is going to take another snap. Doesn't look like it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is it from Ford Field in Tipton. Tipton wins 49-7. Here's AJ.
That could be the final play of the ball game. We're going to walk across the field. Appreciate. And we appreciate the sound check. I tell you what, get those locks. But my wife back home and how about? Yeah, absolutely. So we're gonna bow out of here. I tell you what, we'll mention next game coming up next week. Central Catholic is going to be on the road. But so we'll mention Central Catholic and Blue Devils. Did you find that thing? So Central Catholic next week will be October 10th. They'll be hosting Benton Central Bison. And we'll mention, take that back, yeah. Benton Central and Hamilton Heights will host the Blue Devils next week. And anything you want to add, Larry?
No, it's like another good game, and one that the Blue Devils really needed to get into next week with their rival down State Road 19.
So we'll mention them no matter if you're home or away, if you're doing the teaching and the learning, don't let him go. Keep the fire burning.